Welcome back, everybody. Another round of Mech Warrior Championship Series. I am Just Call Me Ash, and today I have Mr. Toaster with me. How are you, mate?
I'm pretty good, Ash. How are you doing? You ready for some action?
I'm exhausted, but yeah, I'm ready for some mech on mech action, some hot sweatiness. It is actually a little bit warm here for some reason. I don't know why. Back room is just stinking hot today, even though it's cold as shit outside. What's going down? Your world.
I got some good matches going today. I'm a little behind the curve, but I'm going to start off with Ese Smokers versus Kells Commando. Kells Commandos or KCOM.
This KCOM team's got some interesting names in it. Some people that have not had KCOM tags for very long. Quite half their team, actually, I think, by the look of it. But most of these guys aren't KCOM either. It's very interesting. Some mech drama.
There's one 228 tag, but I'm expecting to see more from what I recognize these names. But it seems there's been maybe a little bit of jumping ship going on, but you know, some solid players on both sides. You know, I've got ex-teammates on one side, and you know, Seabiscuit, Pickledax, they've been around.
If they're jumping ship, does that mean the ship is sinking?
I don't know. Blackwatch still a pretty good team. I'm not sure you could ever really say 228 is sinking. You know, like what 20% of the population is in their units.
I was going to say, yeah, they've probably still got 3/4 of the population of the game in there, but that's all right.
Well, maybe one of their ships sank and the rest of them
a couple of them had to get on the rowboat somewhere else, a little rowboat, the KCOM rowboat downstairs. Well, we'll get started. I'll move over to the map ban. You want to let these guys know that we're ready to start banning, and I'll just quickly update it, and we're good to go.
Right, they're calling you out, saying you haven't done your 2-2 stream yet. When's that coming?
Well, we haven't got $2,500 in the kitty yet. That's the deal. So once we get to that point, yeah, we're on. So
Mr. McMahon's gotta put up if he really wants to see the 2-2.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, exactly right. You want to see it? Pick some donate in there. We've got the Matcherino link here, which I will put into the chat for these guys. If you get behind the tournament and support it, well, the way it's going, it looks like next week I'm going to have to go acquire a 2-2, to be honest. We're just about there, so it's not looking good for my public pride here, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Now,
you know.
Yes, these guys are doing the map ban at the moment. I will flick through the link as well, so you can see what is going on here. Where I am. Go. So at the moment we have Mining Collective banned from SA and Caustic banned from KCOM. Now we just need to wait for them to pick the remaining maps and their sides.
What do you think? I'm a little surprised to see that both of the close range maps. I would have pegged one of the teams for wanting to do a brawl map.
I would honestly, I'm very surprised that these two maps here, that especially KCOM, have let Caustic, and well, I suppose Mining was going to get taken out by SA at the look there, but that's actually surprising. I would have. KCOM is, you know,
Alpine's been really popular
push team, you know,
Yeah. All right. Well, neither one cares what side they are on Alpine, but Tourmaline Canyon Network.
Oh, they've decided the sides now, so they pick the maps and then we go for the side. So yeah, that's coming slowly, getting there. Tourmaline and Alpine. So it is KCOM on team 1 for Canyon, and they've got to do the Tourmaline. Tourmaline for KCOM is very interesting. That's probably one of the maps you can control the best. Yeah, it's an interesting choice. Ooh.
Yeah, Tourmaline's always weird to me. It's like one side kind of has an advantage on caps, but it seems like the other side has better controlling lines, especially for repelling a push. Just a little bit weird.
Yep. I would wholeheartedly agree with that one. We now just have to wait for the Alpine to sort itself out.
And then Alpine is just, you know, how many people do you send to Gamma, right?
Like, yeah, that's it.
Do you send one guy and just hope it's a 1v1, or do you send two and hope you just kill their light mech?
Well, that's it. Sometimes we haven't seen it yet. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen a little bit of 2v1 on Gamma yet, at least early on in the stage, because if you can pull a kill off super fast, well, you've pretty much won the game. I mean, let's be honest. You know, if you can get that light kill off the board. Okay, and we have team 1 for KCOM for all drops. Right.
All right, well, that makes things easy. Just gotta swap these teams real quick.
Yeah, swap these teams over. Swap these guys over. Actually, because we know we're going to Canyon Network, maybe we can do a little bit of drawing on the map strat if you want.
Yeah, let me get that brought up. Canyon Network, Conquest, full 5 cap. Everybody's used to this 8v8. I don't know. I just love this map, even though I've played it so much.
Oh, we have KCOM here, right? They like to be aggressive and brawl. KCOM. So how are we going to get that to happen from Team 1? Because arguably, I reckon it's the harder side to do it from. Because you come around that Epsi corner into bad juju.
Yeah, normally, I don't know, Team 2, they don't have, like, I don't know, maybe it's a little harder to set up as Team 2, but there's a lot of... It seems like it's easier to close. But I don't know. I don't know how you brawl on this map very well. It's one of those where the middle is such a death box that you don't really ever want to go through there, but kind of going around the sides is also just not going to work. Maybe they're going to trade. I don't know.
Maybe? You reckon?
With both of these teams banning the way they did, I think, maybe KCOM just thinks they can take them. It's also, KCOM with 228. So maybe, I don't know who's leading the team. I would guess it's Seabiscuit. Maybe he's taking them in a slightly different direction than what I'm used to KCOM.
Well, I mean, look at looking at the player names, there's no OG KCOM there.
Yeah.
Like, those players are all still playing as well. That's the interesting part. So,
Yeah. I think the big question is how much of a skirmish is there going to be at Kappa at the start? For 1 year in Worlds, EMP versus Eon, it kind of that fight at the start of the match kind of started defining their matches. But at the same time, you can somewhat ignore it as long as you think you can maybe control this corner of the map.
But we've seen a lot of teams just flat ignore Kappa today. Like, especially this morning's games. I mean, RJF didn't even go near it. Who was the other team? There's another team that head towards it and just said, well, you know what? We're not going to worry about Kappa at all. Like, no one is fighting at all for Kappa at the moment. It seems to be predominantly about Theta for the teams that want to.
Both teams trying to kind of
pretty much
control mirroring sides.
Yeah, trying to close it off, and the easiest way to close off a map is to control the middle. So that's what you aim for.
Yeah, I don't know. Kappa seems like it's really risky to go for because it's easy to get baited into a streak mech by your lights, and it's pretty hard to support. But I don't know. It seems like it's too nice a thing to just give up completely. I don't know. Maybe it's because teams don't really want to hang out in radio tower. I haven't been seeing many teams really utilizing that position too much. It seems like everybody's tried to really just focus on these main 2 ridge lines. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've also seen other bits where they go so from the Kappa point, the team 1 sort of comes around. Oh, but my arrows.
I'll just wipe it for you.
They said, now I've got the wrong colors. Where they come around to they get that Kappa and they keep trying to advance to Sigma, but it doesn't quite work out, like for how they want it to work. They get to that sort of Sigma point, but they're getting caught out by a lot of mechs that are generally sitting around here, and lately it seems to be a big fat Warhawk or something. Just
I mean, that's what I'm used to, sitting an assault back on there, and it's just really hard to push that position. And even if you get past them to Sigma, where do you go? Usually they've got people right up here and here, so you go either way, you're gonna just get hit by a ton of crossfire.
Yep.
Sigma's just a weird place to try and cap. It's easier to get than Gamma, but it's still not great.
Yeah, it's I mean, and you can even watch it from from out here at Junkyard as well. If you really want to turn around, you can. It's not. And it's only about 700 meters. So whoever's there,
you
generally
back up to the spot, you perfect cover.
Generally, whoever's got the larges or Racy 2s or Peeps or whatever sitting there can easily defend that point without too much effort. So
yeah.
Interesting. I'm not sure how exactly it's going to play out from KCOM, if they're going to be aggressive. But again, like you said, looking at the players, probably not going to be that aggressive push that we're perhaps used to seeing from them. I remember actually going back to Worlds a couple of years ago where it was like Majinga and someone else, I think it was Murata, or one of them was someone's in the Spirit Bear, and they basically just ran around the entire upper ledge of the canyon or whatever it was, just masking in the Spirit Bear when the Spirit Bear was actually somewhat viable to use in competitive play. Rip desync. And they quite literally the Spirit Bear just kept masking him, and then 3/4 of the KCOM team was here, and the Spirit Bear was here in the face of the Team 1, who was just pushed all the way back into this corner. I just distinctly remember that back in a couple of years ago. It was hilarious to see. Make the Spirit Bear good again. Well, it's the one hero mech I refuse to buy.
Well, I mean, at least if you push either team, if either team ever gets bogged down in these positions, I think they just almost automatically lose these days. Like, it's so hard to get out of earlier. Just that what they're doing.
That sort of that purple box there. Like, if you get locked into that area at any point, you're in some deep shit because you can't get out. Yeah. That's the problem. You never want to be there. That's why in quick play it's just the worst place. Anyone trying to look up these ramps, just anyone's here, just pummels you, just absolutely pummels you into the ground. It just doesn't work. Yeah. So,
and it's worse than quick play too, because like quick play you can run in there real quick right at the start and get out, but competitive, 15 seconds in the match, you expect kind of the other team to have people eyes on those channels and ready to see a push, and they'll have people just in position. You can never get out of there for free, and even when you do get out of there,
not even 40 seconds. You're up there ready to go. So yep, very interesting. Now these guys are nearly locked in. A nice spread from KCOM here of Lancers, which means they're not going to contest. I would say that Kappa too heavy with only 2 mechs in Alpha. So I don't think we're going to see a Kappa fight too early in this game again. Like we were saying earlier,
they seem
no one's gone there.
Seems a little heavy on Charlie for them still. Like I don't know. Seems like normally I kind of would rather have like maybe 3 here and 3 here, because you do want to send some guys over on this ridge, but I don't know. Maybe they got fast guys, or they're planning to sprint a mech to Epsi first. Who knows?
Perhaps
other teams locked.
Yep, I've just seen that other team is locked, so. We'll drop into
this
lovely
heavy
match.
Alpha Charlie. Nothing surprising there. They got one guy in Bravo just to grab the cap. Oh, I'm looking. I'm back. I have these teams backwards. Never mind. KCOM team 1. I was about to say that. But okay, never mind. These are what I'd expect out of these teams. Rip. I'm a little rusty here, folks. I'm just trying to keep Ash awake.
Oh yeah, Toast is like the last minute ring in to help me out, which I appreciate because I am absolutely knackered today. Early morning casts just kill me for EU, but that's all right. We do it for the love. Yeah, I'll head over to the Team 1 side if you want to rattle the mechs off, and I'll have a quick look at the builds and all that stuff when they finally appear. Which is not yet.
I should not have entered the cockpit immediately, but. All right, Midge is powering up. I'm just going to look at what their loadouts actually have. Midge, okay, we're on Unfearing. Quad PPC, Marauder 2C, not that weird. Yin Yang with Summoner with Narcs and ERPPCs going up to Junkyard. Quintus, heavy ERPPC Blackjack. Midge, AC2, Night Gear. Estinius, medium laser Javelin. McGraw. LB10s and a PPC on the Vapor Eagle. That's a build I've been meaning to try out or something like it. And then Kralazek and Death Strike with Gauss, Yarmeeds, and Larges.
I've just been through the KCOM team, and they're all Dakar. That Epsilon push, they are actually going to roll this corner hard. They are going to do it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised as anybody that they're going to do this, to be honest, because they're going to walk into a firing line, which is exactly what they're about to do. Not a full firing line, though. Not a full firing line, but... We've got like MRMs and stuff, and none of these weapons can do anything. We've got heavy Gauss on a Victor, which I kind of really don't like.
TKO just running out in the middle, but maybe he thinks his narc is useful. I don't know. He's just trying to get out of there, but I think he maybe just stay.
He knows he can't sit in that corner, and has nearly been legged for his troubles there. Yin Yang. That's not ideal, but KCOM have just walked through an airstrike. Invictus is down to 77, 76, 83. Oh dear. Giggity's down to 77 as well. They're taking a massive beating here. The problem is we've got half of SAs on the other side of the map still. They're still there. Like, they're still...
Seabiscuit's sitting in the middle, and his huntsman just kind of warding off the light mechs who are on Theta.
I'm fearing in some deep shit now too. Oh, SA a little bit slow to respond to this. So we got, what's that, Krail's Death Strike or whatever over the other side of the map still. Like, he's in no position to do anything to help right now. Yin Yang's legs are gone, just about. Yin Yang's legs are done. They're both orange, they're both yellow, whatever that color might be. Unfearing now is getting pressed hard. He's about to lose a torso, so that means he's out of the game with 4 ER peeps. You can't do nothing about that. Yeah, there he goes. He's gone. Yeah, he goes down. Yep. Giggity's wrecked though. Giggity is absolutely wrecked here. He's lost an arm already, Giggity, actually. So that's, well, he's halfway to dildo status. Quinatus, he still hasn't run away. I mean, he needs to just be running. I mean, he's walking backwards. I mean, I get why he's not running forwards, but he ain't got much left. You know, he's gonna. Yeah, there he gets. Now he turns away, and it's too late. You're in range of everybody by now. Oh dear.
Yeah. And this Death Strike's still not really doing anything. He's got a couple of shots in since he got onto Theta, but it's just too long. He walked all the way around up the ramp to get there.
Yeah, and now we've got, what is it, MIJ is getting hammered here too, with UAX and everything. I mean, he's kind of running the right way now, backwards, almost back towards Giggity, which is kind of where he wants to be. Build some range for himself and the rest of his team, because he can finish off Giggity in a 1v1, no worries. Like, then that's basically what we should see happening right now. If you can get under, but oh look, Draven, Cold and Turbo JLo have kind of realised what's going on here, so he has to. They've come back to give him a hand, but MIJ is going to go down for his efforts and contribution there. Taking 1 mech off the field, and he gets taken down. Look at all the UAVs, they're everywhere. But now, how do they? Oh, big strike here on Krail's on Theta. This could be massive. Oh wow.
They could maybe bring this back. I can't see percentages.
Look at that. Yeah, Krail's got nothing happened to Krail's then. Nothing. Quite literally nothing. He had 1% from an airstrike. That's kind of unheard of.
RNG is on his side.
Yeah.
This Quick Draw is like being real ballsy here. He's pushing up basically just him and the Vulcan.
Yeah, Quick Draw is basically on his own here, and he nearly lost the torso there from Krail's. Not quite. Oh, he's lost it now though. He definitely lost it now. Krail's actually needs to jump off this. He can't stay at Theta. The rest of his team, Yin Yang and the others, are too low. Too low to give him any support. He just needs to drop on that mid ground. Seabiscuit takes out Astinius there. I think it's an unassailable lead here now. I just don't think they're going to be able to pull this back at all. Oh, Krail's lost an arm too. Yeah, that hurts. That's half his weaponry gone. Underwolf gets down McGrail, and someone got Raven down. I didn't see who that was. I think Mad Cat actually in the little policeman there. But Skull KCOM's way. Decisively KCOM's way.
Yeah, I think KCOM, they almost threw there a little bit when they pushed up onto Theta. They kind of did it a little too split for my liking, but they managed to pull out the kills, and so, you know, what can I say?
The damages are kind of already done by that point as well. So I mean, I didn't actually realize that Krails had lost his torso just on that push up towards Theta. Like just when they got there, I think someone must have nicked it. So. In a Mad Cat with the R-larges and stuff like that, that's the hot build to be missing a torso on. Doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, and especially losing a Gauss rifle too. Gauss rifle's most of your DPS once you start getting heat capped.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, see, look at this. A lot of wrecked mechs. I mean, Underwolf is legged. Invictus is 1 touch at 16%. Seabiscuit's pretty much 1 touch in the CT as well. Pickle Dax, again, yeah, just 1 shot on the torso and he's dead. And Foxy's only got 1 ATM-9 left, so he's essentially useless too, but unable to convert here. Unable to convert.
Summoner's just a little low DPS. I'm not sure why he has the narc. I didn't see any missiles on their side, but
I think maybe rather than just put an extra TC on there, rather than have like a TC5 or an extra couple of heat sinks, they've just gone for that 2 tons with a narc launcher and a ton of ammo just for some map awareness maybe, but
yeah, it could be. Can be valuable. Still not sure it's worth it over a TC, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, me either. Or a heatsink. I mean, a couple of heatsinks for the 2 tons that you got to put in there for a launcher and a ton of ammo. That's
yeah.
Well, run through some damage numbers while I update all this.
Match is over. SA damage numbers don't actually look that bad, but Foxy Short Bus, KCOM, 771 damage in the Vapor Eagle 3. Honor Wolf and the Javelin, 714. Pulling top damage, those are real kind of crazy numbers, especially for that Javelin. It seems like he had a field day. And, the rest of them are around 300, which is about what you'd expect for a good comp team focusing well.
I'd almost say that if we could see some strike damage from some sort of API or whatever, I can almost guarantee that some of that was strikes. A couple of points at SA were very, very, very close together, 3 or 4 mechs. So
yeah, Kralazek managed to pull out 586 in his Death Strike, so not too bad considering how late he got to the fight. But I think they just needed his guns on target earlier in the match. Yeah. Unfearing still managing to pull out 600 in his Marauder 2C despite being one of the first ones down.
I know what that was. That was that 100%. That was the strike when on the when they all called around Epsy corner and chewed nearly 20 or 30% off about half a dozen mechs there, maybe 3 or 4 mechs at the least. Took epic strike damage at that at the start coming around that corner. That's the lovely Fusibles there for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, their Blackjack only pulled 140 damage despite being alive for quite a while. So I don't know, maybe ER PPCs aren't the right way to go. I'd probably just go with heavy PPCs. And
he was doing a lot of running away rather than a lot of shooting from probably about halfway through, because the problem is you're a little bit slow, and I feel like maybe it could potentially been LFE, which if it is, okay, yeah, you don't die to a torso loss if you're not XL, but it means you're extremely slow
in that mech anyways.
Yeah, you're you're only half a mech anyway. You may as well run XL in the Blackjack, I reckon, to be honest. Just do it. There's no point. There's no point not, really. You're dead anyway. You lost the torso. You can't shoot again. Just go the XL. You may as well be dead. You may as well be a dead man than half a man kind of thing. Okay, well, there we go. That's that one's sorted out. I don't need to do anything other than swap the map here. Now, Tourmaline. Off to Tourmaline. Yeah, off to Tourmaline. Alright, I'll flick over to Mapstrat again. Because I don't think these guys are going to take overtly long. Based on what we saw then, aggressive pushes, how are KCOM going to do it from Team 1, do you think?
Let's go over to
swapping it over at the moment. There we go. From Team 1, how are they going to pull that off? Because I still think Team 2 is the better way to control.
I don't know how you push from Team 1. I mean, you can always do like just an AC2 spam. There's like run straight at their Alpha Lance. But if they spot that quick enough, you can back off and kind of...
I mean, SA will know that it's coming because they're Team 2, so they get essentially right of reply to Lance setup from Team 1. I mean, if they see everybody in Alpha and Bravo, I mean, pretty obvious what's going to happen, isn't it? I mean, you're not going to be asking any questions about what KCOM are going to be doing at this point. It's coming at you, and especially with certain players, who play assault roles and heavy roles. If you see them in that Alpha Lance, you can place a set bet that they're going to come straight at your face.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only other weird push strats I've ever seen is like SJR pulling a thing like this one time, or maybe they were going the other way. I'm not really sure. I don't know how you push from Team 1 on this side very well, because this map it's pretty big, like deceptively big, and it's so easy to like spot what the other team is doing just from their lance positions, right? Because you never really stick much in Charlie in either of the Charlie lances. You stick some lights or something. And if there's a push, it's usually just alpha to alpha because that's the quickest way. And if you're Team 1, if you can take CSJ Hill from Team 2, that's a pretty big advantage you've got.
Well, you can control Gamma very easy, and then you've got pretty much Theta and Epsi locked down too. So
yeah.
Without much effort, really, because you can sync anything up to Theta. I mean, you can watch from the Team 2 side, you can use the Spire and stuff to overwatch Theta, but if you're getting struck on the Spire, you can't stand there. You have to do something and you have to leave. So as long as you're good with strikes.
Spires feel good in quick play, but when people are running a bunch of long range mechs like this, like is pretty typical for this map, and strikes are being spammed galore, they feel pretty bad.
I mean, who was it? I can't remember. It was last week's cast or the week before, one of the guys on Spire ate 3 strikes, one after another. Bang, 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 sitting there on Spire. And they were down to in a Hellbringer like 55% or something, like immediately. And at that point, you're basically shit scared. You can't trade again because you poke your head up once, you're dead. You know, you lose that aggression. And that is largely team communication too, like letting you know that there are strikes coming and other people watching it, and it's a little bit more difficult to be there for sure.
Yeah, and they can definitely hide them a lot on this map too. Like stick them below you, and unless you have a teammate in a weird position looking at it, it's hard to see.
Look at the Lancers, mate. Look at it. Look at it. You want to draw for the viewers there what we see right here. You want to draw what we see.
We're just gonna go yo. Maybe some will cut through Theta this way to try and cut them off.
So what we are looking at is all Bravo and all Alpha. There is nobody Charlie. Charlie is
nobody
like
Charlie.
Family Feud style. Family Feud style. There is none. There is none.
They feel pretty good after that first match, and I'd feel pretty good about it too. SA didn't really respond well to that push.
I'm not believing my eyes here looking at the full Alpha Bravo lens. I mean, SA now know what's coming. I mean, it is without question what is coming, right? How do you now prepare for it? I mean, there is the other option here where you could jump up through the middle here, right? There is another option you can do, right? Now, this can work, and you can either go left or to the right of Stargate and continue to push in with a couple of jump jet mechs. You can easily cross over here. Oh dear! What do they do? How do they do it? What do you think? What do you do? If you're SA for a minute, how do you set up things?
Honestly, I might just if I think my team is better shots, I might just jam a whole bunch of AC2 boats in Alpha.
Ooh, ballsy,
and just say, "Come at me!"
Ooh.
Otherwise, maybe stick some faster guys in Alpha and kind of plan on falling back to this position, but. I don't know. If I think my guys are really just better shots, I think I'd probably just stack Alpha and try and fight it out.
Ooh.
Because if they're pushing across, they're the ones in the low ground, and your guys can, they can back kind of up and down, in and out the hill.
That's ballsy, man. It's ballsy. It's
ballsy.
It's very ballsy.
Ultraviolet is a thing.
Yeah, true, actually. Yeah, you could. Yeah, ultraviolet, no problem. Annihilator, again, just stack them heavy there. Against that wall. It could definitely be done. Definitely not out of the question here.
I don't know. What would you do, Ash?
You know what? I'd let him come at me, to be honest. Not there though. You'd probably put you'd almost put one light mech here, almost. Just to scout it, and then use Bravo, use Charlie. You can set up all along here fairly comfortably. Okay, not just there. Let me draw that again. Comfortably along here. You can put a mech or two. You can put one mech on the spire very safely, I think. Very safely. I mean, the only thing they can do is strike you. They can't hit
around
you.
That corner.
They ain't shooting you from Alpha Lance if they bring in heavy Dakar. They can't reach. They're out of range. And you could even put in a couple of brawlers actually in Charlie Lance, right? And say that they come through here. Say they come through with brawlers all this way. You essentially roll back into them. Like, turn them around. That's what you want to try and do. You want to try and break up this push with one or even two mechs, just enough to turn it around. If you turn one or two of those KCOM assaults around, that are Dakar assaults around, you've done your job. I mean, it can be a light mech too, and who cares if you die? You just need to turn them around, and then you can let all your guys in Bravo and Charlie just keep picking them apart. No drama. No drama at all. But I would reply with Dakar. I mean, I wouldn't sit here with ER larges and ER PPCs again. That would definitely be a pretty poor choice just from a pure timing and DPS perspective. You're not going to be able to get enough damage into them before they get to you. So you have to reply with Dakar, but I think, like you said, the AC2s is the way to go. You can set up very nicely in that Bravo. Sort of, I forget the grid. I don't know why the grid's not. The grid numbers aren't showing up.
I can turn those on, I think. Can I?
Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. We've got the grid. Sorry, in that F4, F5 region, you can set up very nice with AC2s, but I wouldn't count that that E4 corner, because once you get to that E4 corner, you can't get back out of it. It's very risky. Once you're in there, you can't get away. That's the risk that you run. But without further ado, let's find out what's going to happen.
Fight by the time they make it, basically.
Oh, I'm ready for this. I am ready for this. What are we going to see? I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a linebacker, maybe an Orion 2C brawler in there, perhaps as well. I don't know. I can't see the mix yet. Like it's like waiting for Christmas. Okay, KCOM, we have a Javelin, Arctic Wolf, Cyclops, Mad Cat, Blood Asp, Vulcan, Wolfhound, and Yagamek. Okay, not what I expected, actually. Not what I expected. It's a faster moving Dakar push.
Like full range, but they just stacked Alpha. Maybe they were trying to spook him.
Well, it's all Dakar. And looking at the mechs, it's all well, 4 LBX2s on the Yagamek. Not really a fan of that, but
oh, I'm looking at the wrong.
Oh, okay. So Turbo JLo here has got Ultra 10s and only AC5s. No UAX. That's also interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. SA did just drop 2 lights up on that corner. They've immediately run Theta.
Well, NYJ here is in his store with 5ER large. I mean, he is taking a little bit of fire here, but I mean, it's not much. I mean, the Dakar is just, it's 1,400 meters away. You know, his ER large is doing a hell of a lot more damage. We do have a little fight going on over.
Stenius took a big whacking in his Wolfhound. Looks like he lost his arm though, so maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking.
He didn't lose the arm that's important, so that's that's a good thing.
It's pretty well spread, but that's a lot of armor loss this early in the fight.
Well, he took a nice big shot to the rear as well. So now look at where KCOM are on the map. They've gone past CSJ Hill, but not much is happening. Like their team can't.
They can't do anything,
you know?
SA's kind of rotated to where, you know, none of those big assault Dakameks can actually really do much firing. And, you know,
Raven's getting hammered here. I'm just having a quick look. I think he's taking a shot. Oh, geez, yeah, he's really weak, actually. He's got to be very careful there. This is very bad for Draven, actually. He's nearly legged. They take him out of the fight. That's a lot of pestering gone. Now, MYJ...
This push is completely stalled, too. The Blood Asp is now just turned around and is running away. Same with the Cyclops.
I'm just looking at them now.
This is disastrous.
Pickle Dax is getting... You know, they're not in range of anyone. They can't do anything where they are. Like, KCOM not stacking Alpha... SA not stacking Alpha Lance at all. And essentially, fully rotating away, sort of not receiving them in Alpha Lance at all. Going that Bravo Charlie side was much smarter, and they've essentially cut the lights off. But look at the caps. No one's doing anything about caps. SA was so worried about a push from KCOM that they've forgotten to do Kappa, and they haven't even bothered with Sigma either. Like it's not that KCOM have any more cap lead really. I mean, it's two caps to 1, so it's not massive right now. But
yeah, still, I say if they took like 1 or 2 more if they took 2 more caps, they really.
Look at this. KCOM are coming back, right? They're coming back through the Theta middle here. McGraw's going to be in trouble. He's getting a little bit too close. He should not be there right now. Draven Colt just eats a strike and drops to 43%. I think Mad Cat dropped the strike right above his head then. That's Draven out of the game. 1 shot and he's out of that game. Mad Cat, he needs to run. He needs to get out of here very, very quickly.
Draven gets taken down by Mad Cat easily.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Mad Cat's not just going to book it out of there.
He's got to bug out. He's got no choice. Unwolf now as well. He's about to lose his medium pulse arm, I think. Then a Charles is coming across the middle here. He's sitting at, where do we sit at? Not too bad, actually. Pretty fresh, considering. Taking damage, but not enough.
Yeah, Midge took a bit of a beating, but now KCOM seems to have stalled a little bit again on Theta.
They've stalled him massively because they've, Turbo JLo as well is crit somewhere. Now, let me have a look where. Oh, in the torso. 1 touch for JLo, and he's got no torso. That's huge for an assault if they could take that off. And Seneschal down to 63% again. I think he either ate a strike or some, I think some PBCs from McGraw actually, maybe. Or Yin Yang, maybe. I'm not sure who shot him, but someone shot him while we were waiting. But yeah, KCOM are in trouble now. But
this Viragos, he's just sitting up here farming. The mechs on Theta can't do really anything about him in the range.
Oh, Seneschal's about to lose a torso. And Turbo JLo is it's even more crit. So he's lost the torso entirely now. That's gone. So that's 1 assault and a light, well, pseudo light off the field already here for KCOM. But you know what's strange? Is Kevster's had no strikes realistically dropped on him. He's had what? 1 strike dropped on him. That's it. He's been allowed to sit here the entire game. KCOM really need to have been dropping strikes. Like just looking at that hill, nothing's happened to him realistically. He should be down to 40% by now. Oh, Javelin got legged.
Finally taken. Oh, yeah. Seabiscuit taken out.
Yeah, I think they legged him. Yep. That was either unfearing or Or maybe
it
Kevster. Might have been a bit of both, actually, to be honest. Invictus
Yeah,
now getting hurt here with the LBX2s. He's lost a torso. Yeah. He's LFE. I suppose don't need to be XL for that. But he's taking shots from every angle here. He's got the Blackjack. He's got Yin Yang. They're all into him. He's even got Unfearing with the peeps in the back there. Invictus goes down. This is going very badly for KCOM. Very, very badly. Not what they thought, I don't think. We've got Giggity on there on Unfearing, and Unfearing drops off the hedge. Does 4% damage to his legs, which are now red armor. I mean, I guess Giggity can leg him right now. So he did a long drop from the heavens. Oh no! Mad Cat gets him, finishes him off, shoots him in the butt. That's it. Only Honor Wolf and Turbo JLo left.
SA does need to be. Well, they are starting to worry about caps. They've sent one guy off all the way to Epsilon. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's one guy at Epsi. They've captured Sigma. Oh, at some point. Mad Cat now.
So it's just
an Unfearing.
Swinging.
Yeah, I mean, Mad Cat and Unfearing here. They can pretty much just walk through here and finish off these two dudes. I mean, there's not much Honor Wolf can do. He's got 4 medium pulse, and then the Mad Cat is done. Like, it's dead. It can shoot maybe once before he's dead. Oh! Honor Wolf walks around the corner and just eat PPC. Honor Wolf, some blue balls in and around his mouth there. Oh dear, that was bad. And Turbo JLo coming around that corner there, going to get finished off, I believe. Unfearing's still alive. Still alive. Mad Cat could go in here and finish off Honor Wolf in one go. Pretty certain. Mad Cat fresh? Yeah, Mad Cat, he's fresh. Very fresh. Honor Wolf is not enough. You're not dead yet, though.
Yeah, both torsos on Seneschal's blood ass are open. They need to just finish this guy off. Oh, there goes one torso. He has no more weapons. Rip.
And Seneschal dead, yep. And then Pickle Dax dead. So, one cap, sorted out, Kappa, game 1. In favour of Smokers that time. Well received. I think they did, I think they did better. A little bit better than I expected, actually, receiving that push by moving all the way around the back to Theta super fast. Essentially kind of like what I was hoping to cut off that push by turning a couple of mechs around and keep them delayed, you know?
Yeah, that was pretty textbook.
Damage numbers, what do we have?
Whew. They're not pretty. Blood-Ass 193, Cyclops 108, Mad Cat 98 damage, and Javelin Seabiscuit 67 damage. So they just weren't factors. Even the Vulcan only 102 damage. They just never got in range. The Jägermech pulled 369, which is reasonable, and Giggity Goo tried with 400, but meanwhile, like SA on their side, they were farming, especially Yin Yang and his summoner doing 757 damage with just 2 PPCs. That takes some time.
Yeah, it takes a while to get that damage up. Like it's not as if you can just
spew
strike out 400 worth of DACA in a minute and a half. It's just you can't do that with the peeps. It does a lot of shooting. It's a lot of shooting, and maybe a little bit of a airstrike helping hand in there too. Maybe.
Yeah. Just a bit of a stalled push. Maybe, I don't know, I think you could argue that KCOM, that push can work. It's hard to make work, especially if the other team reacts well to it, but I think they showed their hand a little too much by stacking so many mechs in Alpha Lance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And especially so many slow DACA mechs, right? Like that Cyclops couldn't have been going, faster than like mid 50 kph probably.
I think it's about 58 off the top of my head from memory. I mean, but the Blood-Ass and Mad Cat are quicker though. You can get them up to probably 63, 64. I think something around about that. Yeah. You can get them up a bit quicker. I mean, quicker than say something like an Annihilator or something, which would definitely be a hell of a lot slower. Or Direwolf or anything like that would be mega ass slow. But
at least one of those mechs you could have brought AC2s, so it's a little bit easier to get into range if you're going so slow.
Yep. Got the map straight up. Have a little bit of a draw on it, mate. What do we did see that Theta move there, I think, around the back.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, it was very
pretty straight push
from SA.
Up to Echo 4. Yeah, SA did a really good job of spreading out. Like they had Midge sitting here up in like G4 F4 at the start with his stalker, but he pretty immediately, along with the summoner, they rotated quickly right over to Theta. And
I think the stalker went all the way around the back, like G4, G5, like all the I think he went a long way around, yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like KCOM, they've just kind of switched sides, right? And now we have to push all the way back and their mechs didn't take too much damage on the approach, but they took enough, and those quickly became a losing battle. I think I still would have liked to see SA take maybe one mech and go grab Sigma right off the start, a light mech or something, just because like it would have forced KCOM to move a little bit quicker.
That's true. Would definitely have forced their hand a little bit early, but you can imagine the comms. They're pushing. It's coming. Like all hands on deck. And I think whilst maybe not taking Sigma, having all the hands on deck may have contributed to doing a lot better in that early game where they were pushing in, because there was a lot of fighting going on like around sort of this Echo 6 region around here. There was
like a constant skirmish just up here with the lights kind of back and forth.
I think it was very good of SA to delay them there, sending basically all their mechs straight to that Fox 6, Fox 5 region. Sending their mechs straight there, I think made enough of a difference to slow their KCOM push, because KCOM's lights essentially couldn't get into position to harass any of the SA assaults and heavies that were just slowly massaging.
SA's assaults and heavy were just like, they're fine and dandy sitting in F5, and their lights did a good job of keeping the opponent lights. Because, if KCOM's lights had, managed to kind of shake things up in F5 and F6, then, KCOM would have had a much better shot at, making that push and finally closing in range, but they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't quite. We're not able to do that, and a lot of good pressure there from SA. But now, Alpine Peaks. Now what happens? I mean, this is a really hard map.
There's no way they can try and push again, right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, are they really going to try this again? I'm feeling it like that's not going to happen, but I don't know.
They've stacked.
Look at the lands. Draw for the viewers what we're seeing again. What? Unbelievable stuff here.
They got 4 guys up here.
4 people at Alpha Lance.
And 1 in Bravo. Why do you even have a guy in Bravo?
I
don't understand what's going on.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't know.
I mean,
because Charlie Lance, right? Charlie Lance is Honor Wolf, and look at Charlie Lance. So it's Draven and Honor Wolf. They're their light and medium pilots, so they're in Charlie Lance. They're in the backward lance almost. You would think that they're going to be in Alpha and go Cap Gamma or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening.
My only guess is they hold this ridge. They take the quick play mountain of old.
Yeah, that's all I can imagine here. But
I don't.
Quick play mountain doesn't let you win the game from there.
Here and Theta, but you can't really Overwatch Theta from anywhere.
I mean, they could rush Sigma. But yeah, you can't, from that Hotel 8, Hotel 7, you can't control Theta. You cannot control Sigma really either. I mean, you can control Kappa to a point.
I guess they want this point. Maybe they want Theta. Maybe they can try and get Kappa. Kappa's really hard to get because Team 2 will get it off the bat before you can even do anything.
Yeah, I can't. Kappa's one of those points that I don't really think you can get Kappa very easily against Team 2 defending. I mean, you have... Team 2 could have mechs anywhere here, like anywhere basically, and it can all defend Kappa. All of it can defend Kappa with ease.
And if you're not stacking like up in the H3 to 6 line, they basically get all of this too. Like anywhere up here they can be probably.
Well, you can even send someone up here to like. I think we saw that last week with someone up here in Indigo 4. Just lightly harassing everybody across here. It was only a light mech too, but just annoying all those mechs in I6. It's enough of a pest that you're like, this is really starting to piss me off. I have to move because I'm not taking a lot of damage, but I'm taking a lot of damage over a minute and a half over time. It starts to add up.
This is just weird lances for me on this map. I don't have the most experience on this map, I'll give you that. But
look, dude, I'm very surprised to see their big assault players in Alpha Lance. It screams to me they're holding the hill, but you can't control caps from the hill. You just can't. Like, it's actually not. It's not possible.
Maybe they're doing. Could this be a Lerm strat? Because being up on the hill could be advantageous for Lerms.
It could be, but I do know from here to here. I mean, you're talking over 1,000 meters, right?
Yeah,
you're not going to get learned from there.
This map is too far range for that.
Yeah, you're talking maximum attack range. I mean, you could do something crazy like drop off here and push in, I guess, but I can't see that working out very well either. I mean, you rush over the edge of Hotel 7 or something and do a push. I'm not sure.
I don't know what Alpha Lance buys them is the thing.
Doesn't buy them any control.
Because honestly, even if you're going up the hill, I almost think Bravo might be faster. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
It looks like it's about the same, right? I mean, look, we might be splitting hairs over.
The same, but the thing is, you gotta traverse like kind of these hills and crap.
I mean, we might be splitting hairs over like a minute, or maybe not a minute, maybe 20 seconds, maybe 20 seconds at the most,
Could be.
But we have SA that have set up in Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So they're nicely spread out. They've got a couple of mechs probably going to Gamma early. But I still don't know where this 4 assault in Alpha Lance is going to happen. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm interested to see what K-Com we're going to pull out here. I don't know.
We'll find out.
Well, we're about to find out. That is right, because we are about to drop into the match. Oh, let's see. Let's see if they go for that hill control. I'm gonna be really interested to see how they control the caps from there, because you can only get 2. Realistically, you can only get 2. I can't see a way to control any more than 2 comfortably. And I mean comfortably, I mean a lot. For a lot of the game, it's just not possible.
Yeah, and this map typically doesn't go to kills, even if people are duking out. It almost always comes down to cap points, just because it's so hard to chase people down here.
Well, we're just waiting for them to appear. We have some chat wondering about lances and stuff. Lance position's very important, and again, we've harped on it about it quite a bit this game as well as last match. It's all about distance and time. If you take an extra 60 seconds to get somewhere in a map or in a match, 60 seconds is an incredibly high amount of time. You want to be in position shooting as soon as possible for the most advantageous positions. So, if you're in Charlie Lance and Tourmaline Desert, you can't do anything for nearly 20, 30 seconds. It's a big problem. Whereas some of the other matches we were watching, let my mouse go. Oh, Draven's teleporting everywhere. Maybe it was me. You can't do any damage from the type of mech you have and the map control. Oh no, hang on. We've got ER Larges. Hang on, we got Battlemaster 1G, Assassin, Virago, Novacat, and Mad2C. The K-Com are going range, dude. They're going... look where they're going. They're going over the hill. They're going over the hill.
Just picking weird positions, man.
I don't know what's going on here.
Madcat heading up the hill in his Cicada is going to have a pretty good idea where all the K-Com guys are. Maybe K-Com just got their spawns wrong. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they are heading towards that. Though. They are heading to where we... Oh, Streaks is on the... Streak on the Assassin there. I mean, they are heading to, like we sort of said, this Hotel 6 region, but, I mean, look where all the caps are. The caps are all over here. They've only got 1 mech, Honorwolf and Fleabags. He's not going to be able to, he's not going to be able to cap everything. It's absolutely impossible. Mech-wise...
They've already lost data.
Mech-wise... Oh, okay, my mouse is not unlocking itself. There we go. Snowcutters-wise, we have the Madcat, the Mad2C8, which is the more mobile agility one with 4 ER peeps, 4 ER larges on a Sunspider. Oh, that's interesting. Yin-Yang with 4 ER large, 3 mediums. Stalker for Unfearing there, 6 ER large. Oof. Oof, that's hot on a Stalker. Oh, jeez. That's some ballsy right there. Madcat is already in the middle of a fight here with Draven, and he's already sitting at 72%. This is not ideal. This is not an ideal start at all. McGraw is unable to do anything. Draven is harassing Madcat and McGraw, and is going to push them both off the hill at this rate, especially once we have Assassin rolling in here. Yeah, SA don't need to be here right now. They need to just leave. They don't need to be here. All they need to do is control all the maps and all the caps down here, and they can do that very easily just by taking Sigma. Oh, look where Krails and Kevster are going. Look at this. They are going full wide out left. There's a strike. Does Astinius see the strike on Theta? Oh, sorry, on Sigma? Oh, he does. That's good. That's good. He ran away from that. That's
Yeah, he got out.
Yeah, he got out of there. He got out of dodge. You don't want to stay there. That's very, very bad news. He is going to try and take Sigma. I'm going to keep watching this because this is very important. And he can sit behind this little thing here, and he needs to cap Sigma as full as he can. Don't just slit the cap it. There is a strike, so he needs to leave. He's down to 86%, but he's just touched Sigma. And you know what? Just is enough. He now knows he's got a good 15-20 seconds before another strike is going to roll on in, and should be able to at least third cap it. He has done a third of a cap on that cap point. He's going to finish it off by the look of it. That's what you want. Now, I'm fearing and McGrath are sort of setting up on this ridge here. To be honest, I wouldn't even be bothering to overtly trade with them right now. I mean, KCOM have to come off the hill, right? They can't stay up there forever.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't. They have to come down. I mean, if I was SA, I'd almost be waiting. I mean, you know, and I'm fearing and stuff like that.
Drop behind cover and be like, okay, well, you're going to sit up there, but we got the map control.
Yep, I'd be backing off the hill and not eating any damage at all. I mean, every time I'm fearing Peaks, he's potentially looking at 2, maybe 3 mechs here. Isn't it, you know, why? I'd just be backing out. Leave it. Don't worry about it. Let KCOM come to you, because, I mean, you can control the map. And the other issue is...
Madcat's seen a ton of damage in his Cicada, too, over here. I mean...
He's at 60% now. Yeah. He was at 70% before. But again, these guys, I feel like, you know, they're out there, they're out there sort of taking damage for no reason. Like, just control the map. You've got it. You're already controlling the map. You've got the caps. Just stop trading 2-1, into 1-on-3 situations right now. Especially Mad Cat. He needs to get out of there. Like, he needs to fully get the hell out of there. I mean, he's got Aquanatus here. What's that on that? 2 ER large, 3 ER mediums. Not going to win trades against other mechs with 3 or 4 ER larges either. So they need to be very, very careful. See, and Unfearing, he's still taking lots of damage. He's backing out of... Oh dear, this could be risky for Unfearing if KCOM spot this Stalker walking through the open here. They can absolutely shred him right now.
This is not a place you want to be.
No, he's in a very bad position. He could eat damage from 3, maybe 4 mechs right now, but isn't.
The only thing saving him is the fact that they have to walk so far forward on their perches that they might not walk far forward enough to see him. But he's been seen now. The Panther up top is.
He's there. They've seen him. I mean, he's eaten a little bit of damage, but oh shit, that hit. That hit
He's kind of made it out of there for free.
Yeah, I'm shocked at that. Unfearing basically gets away for free. The 2 of these mechs on the hill here. What is it? Giggity, Seabiscuit at least, and even Turbo J-Lo should have been able. I think just looking at it from here. Even Turbo J-Lo should have been able to put some damage into Unfearing, walking back where he was right through this death zone all the way.
We do have a skirmish going on in L8. Draven Colt has moved down in his Javelin and the Flea for Honor Wolf.
I'm just coming around and having a look. And they get, oh, you know what? Honor Wolf's Fleas has no leg armor left. He got to run away now, right? He can't do anything.
Yeah, Draven Colt, his right leg's also open, and he took a big shot to the back of his CT, and his front CT is orange armor, so they can't really do much anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't say that that SA got off lightly there. I mean, Mad Cat is now down to 56%, and he's, I mean, one good burn on a torso on that Cicada, and it's got to be XL, and he's going to be dead.
Yeah.
But look at the caps. We're now to 510 versus 385 caps. Just SA just controlling, and this position over here, whilst probably not near Sigma, not ideal. Krails and Kevs to just have that whole side of the map locked down. I mean, it's ideal in this game simply because of where KCOM have decided to sort of post up, but they can't exert any pressure. This is the problem.
Yeah, normally, KCOM would have a guy up in H4 way up there to stop this push, but
Cicada's open CT.
He's got a free roam to just keep moving up and pressure this battle.
Yeah, look at this. Krails has moved all the way up. Look at this. He's like, Aquanus finishes off Draven Colt. Oh, I missed that. Where was that? That was over the back.
That was a lot more of that light skirmish going on. And
okay.
Astinius is about to finish off the Flea too.
Oh yeah, Honor Wolf goes down. That's it. I think it's game over. I can't see any way possible. I mean, they're trying to get onto Kappa here, but Kappa's just, you can't. It's absolutely impossible to get to Kappa because you've got McGrath here. Over here, you've got Yin Yang. Where's the Stalker gone? Oh, Stalker. I know Fearing's up here on the hill as well. Easily control. All these mechs can easily control Kappa. This is definitely going to go SA's way. I just don't believe there's any way that KCOM are going to be able to pull this back by taking that hill position. They just gave up way too much map control, I feel.
Yeah, you can't really. I mean, maybe send one guy up there if you really want to. Can't control like anything from up there.
Eagle Dax is very, very, very hammered on the CT there. Turbo J-Lo only just. It looks like Turbo J-Lo's done more damage to himself with overheating at this stage, because most of that's internal. I mean, Invictus is up here in the Nova Cat, but the problem with the Nova Cat is all the lasers in the arms.
Like, yeah, it's like the opposite of the kind of mech you want for this map. Yeah. You don't want everything high mounted. But...
Oh, look at the Manul for Kevster's actually. Is he stuck? I think he's stuck. I think he's actually stuck here. I think he doesn't look like he's able to go anywhere. He's dead. K-Com are now starting to push in, but you know,
so over.
The game's over. There you go. What was that? 1 dead to 3.
1 dead for 3. Yeah, I don't know.
Damage numbers.
This map damage numbers are like reasonable.
Holy shit! Look at it. Yeah, there isn't any.
There's just none.
There's none. Like
K-Com had a position that didn't matter, so SA kind of traded when they felt like it.
Yep.
At like almost maximum range, and I even saw some shots, you know, that were just not regging damage because they were outside of maximum range. So.
Yeah, I mean, look, super low damage across the board, and then the lights all having close range builds, just unable to do anything.
No, the lights got in there, killed each other, and then that was over.
Yep. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That did not go very well for K-Com at all. We did question why they were all setting up in Alpha, and if they took that hill, it may not well have worked out for them, and I don't know, didn't.
I mean, you get Gamma, but that doesn't matter on this map, really. Like, Gamma's nice if you can win it at the start.
Yeah. It only matters if you need a third cap, which, well, no one did, you know? Interesting. Yeah, look, I'll flick over to the map strat. We can do a little bit of a quick draw because we're going to go and set up all these dudes for the next drops, work out who we've got.
So let's see. They had Battlemaster sitting on Epsi. The rest of their mechs kind of quickly just lined up all the way up here. Mad Cat and I forget who else the light was for SA. They ran up the hill. I should draw this in red.
The Cicada got kind of belted early, really, really badly. Like really badly.
Yeah, he was taking a beating. He ran up here, and I guess they got information, and they never bothered with Gamma. They just kind of ran back and were hanging around in this whole area. Meanwhile, the rest of SA was just like, well, I guess we're going to take Sigma, we're going to take Theta, we're going to take Kappa, and we're even going to send guys and start pressuring Epsilon. And
yep, pretty much.
K-Com's like, we have a good position, but it doesn't do anything for our ability to get caps. So, and even the K-Com lights, they eventually, you know, they tried to push down here, but they got killed, and that was it.
Pretty much. That's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that was it. Like, I guess there was a Battlemaster on Epsi that was, you know, he managed to fend off the Marauder 2C and Sunspider for a little while, but they weren't really particularly hurt.
No, not overly hurt there at all.
Yeah, yep. And I think they just lost on their choice of lances and what their strategy was overall.
Pretty much, that's it. Yep. Just unfortunately did not go their way at all. I think predominantly just a tactical sort of planning error there. Taking the hill and that kind of stuff just did not work out too well there for K-Com team. Now, resetting the leaderboard here because we have up now is Team CrossFit and EMP.
Your peoples.
My people.
I guess you're not playing for them this season.
My little t-shirt on here. My people. My family. Oh, we calling.
Before we go on to the next match, though, do we have some giveaways?
We do have some giveaways. Let me.
We're one match.
Let me run that up. Right now. Where's the tool?
Remember, guys, we're giving stuff away to you, so you can give away to the tournament and help these teams win something, and get Ash, more importantly, to wear a tutu on stream.
Yeah. Don't know I feel like I shouldn't have been eating so much beer and pizza lately. I'm definitely not too fit right now, but nonetheless,
just going for that dad bod, right?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely got dad bod right now. 100%. Right, run the giveaway. It'll be what is it? 50 M's, 500 MC.
I do a drum roll, but I'm actually unable to roll my tongue. Never learned how.
Raised CD. You have won yourself 500 MC. Let me just write that down. Who do we have? What do we have next? We have 50 GSP. Let's do that. Oh shit, wrong button. Whoops. Let's roll with that one. Firehawk! There we go. 50 GSP for you.
Congratulations, guys. Whisper Ash.
And we got Megbay. We got Megbay next. Megbay. Got Megbay next. Let's go. Start animation.
Giving away all the things.
I have lots of things to give away, actually. Lots. Alrighty, what do we have? Who's the winner? Uh-oh, what the stupid error that keeps popping up? I don't know why it does that now. Vigilante 1024. You got yourself, what was it? Mechbait, right? Yeah. Make sure you send me a message, dudes, so I can get you your prizes. If you don't send me a message, we'll just put it back into the draw. That's pretty much how it goes. That's it. Now, what I need to do, get the map band set up here for these guys. I'll PM you the link as well so that you've got it and you can have a bit of a look. Bear in mind that I haven't updated my one just yet.
We're so fancy, man. This map band stuff is really cool.
It is very, very cool. Very cool indeed.
Not to mention, I really like the format this season, where it's like you ban 2, so you have to play 3 different maps. There's no just, oh, we're gonna ban to Canyon or ban back to Tourmaline again. Team leaders should be getting their links.
Yep, so I'm just sending them their links now for each team. I don't know why it appears that CrossFit are team 1 here. I don't know if that's right or not. I'm just going off the information that I've got because I didn't actually do the scheduling of the matches, so I don't know what's going on there, but whatever, right?
On my tournament, EMP is the higher seed. It doesn't really matter for, I guess it matters for ban order, but well, please ignore what the lobby is set at right now. So we got EMP, kind of tried and true. It's pretty much the same team that they've been rocking with all year, winning every tournament they enter, I'm pretty sure. And then Clan CrossFit, aka Clan Crossfire, aka CXF. Cap and Cat ahead of that team, doing his best. I know they're a pretty solid team. I'd say, unfortunately, EMP definitely the favorite, but we'll see if they can take a drop or 2 off EMP. It'd be quite the upset, I will say.
Well, out of all of the teams, CXF have always been like pulling out last minute, or not last minute, but little bit of unconventional strats, and they have pulled drops off some much better teams over the last couple of years. They have a very, very good habit of actually doing this. So if one of the teams is going to do it, it's going to be these guys. Honestly, I really believe it would be these guys. If it's going to happen, it's going to be these guys. They're going to do it. So
yeah, I mean I think that's like the hallmark for me of like the whole Australia scene is like whenever they show up in the MWO tournaments, they do just weird things, kind of take after almost like remind me of Isengrim, but like their whole division is that.
Yeah, a little bit of Isengrim. Something's going to come at you. You're not exactly sure what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. And if you start overthinking your reaction, it's real easy to just lose right off the bat.
Okay, so we do have Caustic banned from Crossfire and Tourmaline banned from EMP. Now, EMP over the years have definitely favored Tourmaline, so that's an interesting choice here. Very interesting choice, I feel.
Yeah, it seems like all past champions have preferred Tourmaline as one of their favorite drops, just because it kind of a lot of those teams like to play range because they know that each of their pilots on an individual level can react properly.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Would you have picked that? Alpine Peaks, Crossfire's first choice. Maybe they have something planned. Maybe they have something planned
they
here.
Must.
They've done it before. I remember this was one of the maps that Crossfire actually did a brawl drop on, and I kid you not, they won. Now, I can't remember who they played. It was, I think it was in Martial Olympiad last couple of seasons back now, a few leagues ago now. I have a funny feeling that they brawl rushed, and they managed to pull it off. They pulled off a win. It was just like everyone is just dumbfounded at how they did it, but they did it. Could we see it again today?
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's possible.
It's possible. Strange things have happened, man. I remember the first time I saw what was it, Isengrim, and they're like Tourmaline Capstrat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
This is another just like
we've seen Tourmaline Capstrat twice now today. We tried RL33 tried to do it last week and kind of didn't pull it off that well. 31HR did it this morning and nailed it. Not flawlessly. It could have gone a little bit better, but they ended up pulling it off. So it's not out of the question. Not out of the question.
And Mining Collective is last, the least favorite.
Oh, there we go. So CXF are on Team 1 for Alpine Peaks.
Is that the side you want if you're doing a cap strat? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, we just saw the KCOM on the Team 1 side on the last game. So I don't think we're going to see CrossFit take the hill.
No. Maybe I think, does Team 1 get the guy to Gamma faster? I think that's the case.
It does, yeah. I think they do.
Maybe that's why.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely think you get to Gamma earlier. And you can get to Sigma very fast as well from Team 1. So.
All right, and then also, so same thing as last time. See it, Glen CrossFit is Team 1 for all 3 maps. So we'll see how this works out for them.
Very interesting. Right, so we're off to Alpine Peaks as our first map. Team 1 being CrossFit. Team 1 on Canyon. And if we get to drop 3, Team 1 there on Mining Collective. Well, okay then. Let's draw some Alpine Peaks possibilities, shall we? I don't even have to change the map in the lobby. This is
quite convenient.
Yes.
I don't. Is this the side you brawl push from?
This is the side they did it from last time.
Yeah, I think this is the side you brawl push from if you want to brawl push, because you get through, like, this is the real death box if you're trying to just run it the other team. If you give them Team 1 and they can back up behind that, it is very hard to brawl push. But if you get Team 1 and you're pushing, there's a little bit more cover down on the south side of the map.
I'm just trying to remember what they did here. I remember them sort of basically used almost started to the trees kind of all the way, using all the hills on the approach. They had linebackers, they had there was an Orion 2C maybe as well, like running it with almost near max engine. I mean, you don't need that much ammo, right? So I think it was running like 76 or 78 k's an hour or something.
Maybe you break out a Stormcrow, I don't know.
Yeah, or Stormcrow, what's that, 100 and something? So
100 some odd, yeah.
Definitely, definitely an option.
They could just try and push, straight down here. It's going to be hard, especially against a team like EMP.
I think
they're probably wary of something.
I think it's going to be quite difficult.
Maybe impossible, but I'll say it's hard. Okay. I don't know. I mean, they could just try and just straight up super slow roll their trades and hope that EMP gets a little behind and mistimes things and doesn't get the caps back.
Well, I mean, if they get to Sigma and Gamma, possible, right?
Yeah. And if you get Gamma first too, it's kind of hard to take back, especially if you send you send a light there off the bat, and then maybe you send like a fast streak mech, and you can maybe just camp the streak mech there for the rest of the game.
Well, EMP I know have been not actually going anywhere near Gamma. They've kind of forgotten a couple of times. So
yeah. I mean, that is definitely a strategy. You can just ignore Gamma and send your lights to hopefully grab Sigma off the start. And, if you set a light up here with like ERs, just have him and somebody else watching Sigma and just hold these three. Side picking was weird, seemed buggy. I'm sorry, Captain Cat, but
I don't know. Every other team seemed to work it out just fine, except for certain team this morning that took 20 minutes just to click the first button, but that's okay. It didn't take too long, right? And Live here is apologizing because he's buggered the schedule up on me here because I don't do that part of it, but that's okay. I don't think either team is massively.
What do we pay you for, Live?
Massively concerned about that.
But yeah, as far as EMP goes, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know what we'll see. We'll see some guys up in J6, maybe a light or something fast back there. Some guys here. Maybe you stick a guy here early on, and you just play their game of.
Well, I mean, one of the EMP drops, they did lose control of Kappa, and that was a big hurt for them, actually.
Yeah. Losing Kappa is very hard to take one way or the other, and the only reason he gets it is because they can get a guy there so quick. And if you can, you can stop that cap, or keep them off it, or even take it yourself. That's a real headache for Team 2 because no one really wants to go to Kappa. Even if you can get there and live,
you just know bad. You just know bad thing's gonna happen. Like, it's one of those places you don't want to go on the map.
2 grid squares just to get to safety.
Yeah, it's definitely bad shit gonna happen. So we've got EMP setting up lances pretty quickly here. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Alpha being Charlemagne, who I know is predominantly light pilot. I haven't seen Charlemagne on much at all lately, so. Be interesting. I'm assuming he's going to go off to Gamma. If you're in Alpha Lance, I mean that would make sense, right?
Yeah, that's probably the only reason you send a guy there. Maybe he might, and my guess he may even just head straight to the top of the hill and take a peek first on him. If he's by them there by himself, maybe you just wait a little bit because something might be funny. Although CrossFit hasn't put anyone in Alpha, so maybe they're going to ignore Gamma this time.
Yeah, I know. As opposed to the last game where we saw a heavy Alpha stack on Team 1, there ain't no one in Team 1 in Alpha Lance this time. There's nobody there. It's a ghost town. So, interesting choice. Interesting. Looks like we're just about to lock in here. I think we're ready to go. I think it might be. No, not yet. In the meantime, though, what we can do is we can do a word from some of the sponsors here, and using Taunt, which Taunt's a fun way to watch competitive games on Twitch, letting fans throw down predictions to rise on a leaderboard alongside everyone else in the audience. So pick your avatar, make some predictions, and prove to everyone else watching that you know what's gonna happen. So yeah, we'll wait and see. This will be interesting.
Solid's giving us the good to go.
The good to go. Yeah, thank you for Taunt there. So we're off and running.
Let's see. Does CrossFit have anything tricky up their sleeves, or are they just gonna play range and see if they can win it?
I don't know. I'm generally not sure. Yeah, because like I said, they've broad rush here before. I've seen them do it more than once from memory as well. So it's not like it's a one trick pony. Like they've done it once and then not done it again. So yeah, it's highly likely. I wouldn't say it's out of the question by any means of the word. Now we'd have to wait for the mechs to load in the anticipation stage now. We're just waiting. What's going to happen? What mechs are coming?
Got a lot of 07s and good luck have funds going out.
Mm-hmm. And I mean that's another thing to touch on is the community that is MechWarrior Online. It is quite possibly one of the best gaming communities. Honestly, I mean everyone says, "Oh, MWO is toxic," this, that, and the other. Oh shit! I play a lot of other games that are 1,000 times worse than this. 1,000 times worse. This is nothing. Everyone's here to help. Competitive teams, especially, will help. Local teams that want to learn, even just general units that want training and stuff. So, looking at the mechs. Crossfire here. We have Annie 2A, Wolfhound, Vulcan, Summoner, Battlemaster 1G, Virago, Commando, and a Dragon. They're trading it out. The Annie with 6 AC2s. Interesting choice here as opposed to ER larges. You need a lot more face time with AC2s to do a lot of work with them.
Yeah, it seems a slightly weird choice for this map.
And Ultra 2s on the Dragon as well. Interesting. What do we have on the EMP side? We have Battlemaster 1G, Fleabags, Panther, Stalker, Ice Ferret, a Bowser Special, Vapor Eagle, Mad 2C, and a Virago.
Neither team seems to want Gamma, but there's a little bit of a skirmish going on over Theta. The Ferret versus a Grinner. Is that Bowser and the Ferret with 2 PPCs?
Just looking at it now, just watching the fight now. Bowser ran to Theta early, but obviously Clan Crossfire got other ideas, and Fayek is down to, he's already taken 20%, and he's been scared off Theta there, and Bowser goes back into decap it. Now we're going to have a little bit of a scuffle over here at Sigma. EMP have managed to slither cap Sigma. What do we have here? Vex and the Hellbringer, fairly standard build there. 4 ER large, 6 ER large for Chimera here, going heavy trade. So there's a lot of Crossfire guys here over at Sigma. There's 3 of them jumping on this cap, but they're eating a lot of damage here. What is it? Fayek he's got a lot of spread damage, but most of it's CT. Barbecues has eaten a strike at some point. And Fayek, Fayek about to eat another strike. Oh no, he gets away. He just
made it out just barely.
Just gets away there. I have a quick look at Solus. Solus it's taking a little bit of damage, but spread everywhere. It's not too bad. Bowser here harassing in the Ice Ferret, but got a Commando back on Theta here. Knives is back on Theta, and is he about to tip it back in their favor? I think he is.
I don't know. Crossfire really wants Sigma. They've got a Dragon and a Battlemaster.
Yeah, they are. Look at them. They're super aggressive up here. They are all over Theta Crossfire right here. They are not letting it go. Sola's being massively harassed here. Lucky there's this little, I don't know what the hell it is, like a tractor or some shit standing there that ate a lot of the shots that just missed Sela. Sela's now down. He's still taking fire. Sela's CT front and rear is open. He's down to 61%. He's trying to run for cover, but he's been unable to get the cover quick enough. Take a lot of damage there. We have Stalker, Reckless and a Stalker here with 5 ER larges, 2. And the Mad 2C for 5 ER large for Stimrug there. We do have a Gamma Cap going right out the back, which I think is going to be Charlemagne, because I can't see him anywhere else on the map. But yeah, look, Crossfire getting super aggressive here. Super aggressive. No one controls Theta. The caps are even. Matt here is nearly lost his torso, but it's not the gun torso. Or is it?
Thing is,
it is the gun torso.
And Vex just been like farming way back here. They're taking some strike damage now, or they're having strikes.
Chimera eats. Oh, Chimera 78% down to 57%. That was the Artie strike with the right skill, because that was a super tight Artie drop there. Definitely important skill to get on the skill tree if you want your Artie strikes to be nice and damaging. Where's the Fleabag? The Fleabags has run all the way over the back here, and the Wolfhound is on him. Oh, this is bad. I think Sal's going to go down here.
Sal tried to get a little cheeky here with his back cap, but the Wolfhound saw it coming.
Wolfhound spot him. Yeah. Wolfhound knew it was coming. Sal's, there's no way Sal's going to live through this. It's not possible. Surely not. I mean, Fayek and he's got medium lasers. medium lasers on 5ER medium lasers there versus the fleas. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not quite yet.
See
Jesus, look at that. Seleth somehow Seleth gets away. Both legs are open. His CT is open, front, rear. They nearly lost an arm as well. Oh, geez. The CrossFit guys must be really, really annoyed with themselves here, trying to finish that off, and it just hasn't happened. Meanwhile, we have a big fight going back over here. Stillwater is down to 38%, and Vex finishes him off. The Annihilator for Captain Cat has moved up all the way. That's a long walk for an Annihilator to get up here. The Commando Knives in the middle here as well, running amok everywhere, but he's nearly legged. Reckless also down to 59% here. Looks like he's cooking himself a little bit, doing what Reckless does. He loves to get hot and heavy in the morning. We have now Captain Cat just lost
trying to go for the kill.
Oh no, Captain Cat open torso here. And that's LFE, so that's going to hurt him a little bit in a minute. A Dragon, though, in the meantime, has lost his gun arm, so that's not ideal. He's just you're not able to do much. Seleth, in the meantime, is over the back up here near Sigma. He's coming back. Sorry, he's going back to Sigma. I don't know what's going on here. Charlemagne here in the Panther. 3 ER large running up here. Chimera gets Matt down. Knives gets Reckless down. And
this little Commando is a pain.
The Commando here. The Commando got the Stalker. He got right on his butt. And the Commando's at 16%. Look at it. These things live forever, mate. An XL, it is still 16%. Chimera finishes off Barbecue. Vex finishes off Captain Cat. And you would look at the scoreline and say that it is going to go EMP's way here.
Yeah, EMP has a 4 cap now, almost 5. They grabbed Sigma and they just.
Oh, there's a strike on here. Does the strike get him, or does Charlemagne finish him? I don't know. I think Charlemagne going to finish him. No? Oh, still no. Still no. He's one touch on the leg there.
He's alive.
He's still alive. Yeah, and there we go.
No.
And he gets finished off. Well, I mean, the scoreline doesn't show that it was overtly close with an 8-1 decision, but I think it was some very good pressure there from Crossfire, to be honest.
Yeah, most of the EMP guys below 50%. Crossfire did a lot of damage. I think maybe they stalled a little bit on Sigma, like they got to Sigma and then they didn't really know where to go. And EMP had
damage numbers.
Concave.
Oh, look at that. Run through some damage.
Yeah, Chimera and Vex, they just were sitting in the back, kind of ready for that Sigma push, and they just farmed. And, their damage numbers show it. 700 in the Battlemaster for Chimera, 656 for Vex. Even Bowser pulling out pretty respectable 545 with the PPC Ice Ferret.
Oh, I accidentally didn't swap the banners over there. Whoops a daisy, so the EMP was above CXF. And the other way around, they hopefully got to change that around. Decent spread of damage there. And like I said, Chimera, Vex, Bowser doing a lot of work, and except not
somehow
overly high damages, but still, I think they did not too bad. I mean, you're playing against one of the best teams in the game at aim and long range trading. I wouldn't have said, if you walked away from CXF and said, "How do we feel we went against that match?" You'd be like, "You know what? We did a pretty damn good job, we think," and I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Just, I think that Seleth needed to die, though. I really feel like the fleet needed to be.
Seleth needed to die there.
He needed to die. That's almost a little bit raw there. That he didn't get sniped there, but that's all right. That happens.
Yeah. Sometimes I've been there. You miss the shot, and you're like, well.
Yep.
I'm be hitting myself over that.
Yeah, I just need to check. Did we change the Yeah, we did change the server for the second drop.
Okay. So now we got a bit of a server advantage for the Aussies. Unfortunately not, even for Aussies, the server is not the best, but.
Look over to the map strat here. Draw what happened, because there was a little bit unconventional, actually, and that's what CrossFit do. They do stuff you don't expect, and they definitely did that.
Yeah, we had, EMP did about what I expected them to. They kind of spread guys all around. And CrossFit, they had the summoner up kind of behind up on this I-6, I-7 hill. He was actually getting some really good shots in for most of that fight. I almost wish they'd had another person up there too, but maybe that would have taken too much tonnage out of their push. Because, you know, what EMP wanted to do is they wanted to kind of spread out and take this corner, but for a long time that summoner was just like peppering these guys as they tried to kind of move up surround Sigma. But CrossFit, they moved all their guys to Sigma, and then actually I drew EMP's positioning a little bit wrong. EMP, they were actually further back. I think they were like all the way back.
Like K5, K6. Yeah, there was two guys, Chimera and Dex were definitely along that L6, K5 region. Kind of, I mean, once they'd seen the push coming in, obviously rolled back a little bit and were prepared to receive and did some good damage in the process.
Yeah, CrossFit, they just kind of got surrounded. The one summoner up there wasn't enough to kind of alleviate the pressure in like J6, J7, and eventually, you know, EMP, Bowser, and Charlemagne and them, they all went up here and, you know, killed off this summoner and then the Grinner at the very end.
Yeah, I agree. I had just one more mech, just a little bit more pressure maybe. But again, hard to take your tonnage out of your push, right? You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. In a few ways, there, it's really, really hard to make that call.
You need that armor to help the push, but
start taking too many guys off. Figure, well, why don't we just play a trade strat?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, more conventional trade strat.
I just see the replay now. Like the Fleabag's just running around. Like Zealous should definitely be dead. Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I feel for CXF.
Ran Sigma, ran all the way up here.
They wanted that kill. Like, the amount of work they put into him, he should have died. You know, but didn't quite get there.
I think maybe there was just, you know, he said he was open both legs and his CT. Maybe just a little bit better communication. You know, are we shooting legs? Are we shooting CTs on this guy?
Yep. Right, now we're off to Canyon Network. Team 1. Lances look reasonably well set there for CXF, so we can safely start drawing. And what do we think is going to happen?
Well, they're going to send a guy from Bravo to get Gamma to start. Obviously.
Really? Are you sure about that?
3 guys here. Maybe they'll send a guy to Radio Tower, or maybe they'll just all go to Kappa. And then the rest of these guys, I assume, are going to somehow spread out on here. Maybe they send a guy back up here, but E5 doesn't seem like that popular a position anymore, even though it kind of gives you some decent eyes off the bat. And I'd imagine EMP, they'll send somebody up here. They'll maybe send a guy here, send a guy here. Probably want a medium. Like last time, so what we saw SA do, SA, they walked their Death Strike all the way over here. And that meant he was just out of the fight for so long. He eventually walked all the way around, and he did manage to regroup with some of the other SA guys. But if there's a chance that there's a push coming around Delta 5, you like really want to have all your assaults like here and here really early.
Or even a faster mech. You know, you can have a mech in C3, I think it's okay, but a mech that's only running 60 k's an hour probably struggles a little bit to reposition, you know?
Like that's where I think if you want to put a mech, I'll run like if you want range, run a summoner or like a hunchback, or I don't know what the meta mediums are these days. A Vapor Eagle, I guess. You can put a 3 PPC Vapor Eagle on that corner, and it's probably really solid.
I mean, he can still reposition pretty quickly. 75 k's. I think it's about 75 k's.
And all the jump jets in the world.
Yep, and jump jets just hoot across and nice and easy. Really doesn't take too long at all. Actually,
because if you can get this position and start moving across while they push up Charlie 5. If you exert pressure fast enough there, then you know, team pushing around the corner is in a real pickle because they got to deal with, you know, guys kind of just surrounding them kind of all this way.
Well, they do, and just looking at the lances here, we do have a heavy Charlie lance set up from CrossFit, and from what I remember, it's most of their tonnage players. So this could well be the old Epsilon push.
Yeah, it could be. And I mean, EMP's kind of just mirroring them, right? They've heavy and assault pilots in Charlie and you know, Stealth, the lone guy.
You got Chimera, you got Bowser, you got Rick Rom, and Reckless, all in Bravo or Charlie. So I would most likely say that's where the tonnage is going to be. We've got Saloth here in, by the looks of it, Alpha Lance. So maybe some heading to Kappa, maybe not. Hard to say. But I mean, Alpha Lance here for CXF has 3 players in it, but it doesn't mean they're going to necessarily go to Kappa. They could basically almost if they're also
they could push over Theta.
Yeah,
like they could just
if they jump jet lights.
They could kind of push up to here and wait until their guys go around the corner and then start dashing.
Or what you could even
go
do
this way or go this way.
Yeah, you could be super sneaky, right, and wait for your team to get up to here. And if you've got 3 jump jet mechs, jump up at the same time they get there and punch into whatever's there. Very doable. I mean, I would expect EMP to have a mech most likely here, and here set up as well. If you can dislodge this mech here, which is normally an assault or something that's less maneuverable, pretty quickly with a couple of lights, you can take some tonnage off the field pretty fast. So,
yeah.
CXF, the masters of stuff that we don't expect. So I'm just trying to think of what options they may come out with here that we haven't seen yet. It looks like they're all locking in.
They play the classic, just control Kappa Theta Gamma.
Yeah. Well, play the
stay away from Delta 5.
Stay away from Delta 5. Yeah, that's definitely not where you want to end up.
So whatever you do, don't ever walk up this ramp in competitive. You'll die.
I'll just flick back to the map chat because I just turned off it. But that Delta 5 bridge, yeah, you stick your little noodle up there, you're gonna generally end up looking at 2 or 3 mechs.
Like here, here. Just everywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
All
right, we're starting to load into the map here.
Are you switched back to game?
Yep, switch back to the
OBS?
game.
Okay, just want to make sure because I switched you back to map.
Oh, that's right.
No radio cast here, folks.
No radio casting today. No, I'm all over it. With that said, the next drop's going to be that or something really shitty. Okay. Ready for the mech to put in here. We have Annie 2A, Battlemaster 2C. Well, that's a mech that I haven't seen since Large Pulse got nerfed like 2 years ago. They used to be an excellent mech, but these days,
that was
very unpopular due to, one desync and Large Pulse at the same time, because Battlemaster can't twist the damage no more, not like it used to, so.
What is this?
Definitely,
that Bowser has. Oh my gosh. He's
Bowser?
running a 2 PPC 6 ER Mead Gargoyle.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know, it can reposition.
Oh, it's 5 ER large on the Battlemaster 2C, so going for a little bit of structure there. Extra, but foregoing the range quirk, which is a significant advantage of the Battlemaster 1G over the 2C. Baby Eagle 3 for Nakoru here has got 3 ATM 12s. Oof, geez, that's hot. But you don't need 18 tons of ammo like you do in quick play, so you can probably get away with it.
I got a little bit of skirmish going on Theta here. Self fighting who's his name? Knives' commando.
Yeah, a little bit of a fight here, but looks like EMP have just nudged Theta, like just. And when I say just, and just is just enough. Oh, Knives kind of missed him a little bit there.
Oh, he's got the decap though.
He's managed to decap
quite a bit of damage.
Someone else from EMP almost needs to be just put some crossfire on Knives right now, just to help out. I mean, why not, right? Oh, the legs on Knives are nearly open. Actually, one leg is red, fat red here. So
EMP is the team that's pushing up to Delta 5 corner. They've kind of not done the typical.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that. And Stimrag here is actually in a Jenner, the old shotgun Jenner. That's a surprise. Ultra 10s on the summoner. They said Bowser with ER Peep Gargoyle and medium lasers. That's not a bad build.
The dragon knows. The dragon knows, but he's getting out of there way too late.
The dragon knows it's here. The shotgun Jenner is up. And there's just about lost the weapon torso there. Getting pelted from all hot water, is in some absolutely hot water, and his arm is gone. Vikram finishes off hot water there, who is in some very, very boiling water there. That's some boiled crab right there.
Dropped down, but he needs to just get back up. They need to quickly rotate.
Yeah, Stimrug needs to get out of here, actually. I mean, he doesn't, and Charlemagne too. These guys are basically fighting against the entire enemy on their own now. They need to not be there too heavy. That said, Captain Cat is in the open here. He's sitting at 80%. Oh, he ate a strike. That's where that damage has come from predominantly. The Cora here with ATMs, probably firing him about 700 meters. So oh, Captain Cat, the Annihilator! I just saw him take shots from 4 different mechs at once. Oh, geez, that hurts. And instantly his torso comes straight off on that mech right there. That's a huge hit. Stillwater taking a couple of Bowser's blue nuts to the CT there.
Yeah,
Rickon moving up. Oh, yeah.
Getting surrounded right now. They're trying to break some guys off, it looks like, but
this is RJF style. Corral your enemies into the corner of the map. Just press on them. Just keep pressing on them.
And like even Charlemagne over here just
there
fighting.
we go. Is that the Commando there? Reckless finishes off the Commando there. Yeah, Captain Cat really got super focused. That was super heavy before. Celoth finishes off Stillwater there. Yeah, EMP getting super aggressive now. Super aggressive. Oh, Stimrag just got shot in the ass.
Is he gonna blow up? I see the sparks.
Oh dear, that was an ammo explosion, I think. Explosion. Yeah. Celoth gets barbecue down here. Celoth dropping into the trench. He wants the Annie. Annie's gonna struggle to really hit the flea if he kind of sits on his butt a bit. Oh, Celoth drops from 60% or something down to 45 in an instant.
And he dies.
Gets deleted by Matt.
Gets the kill.
Yeah, they get him down this time. There was no Celoth wasn't going to live this time for being overly aggressive. They made him pay for it this time. There's a little bit of redemption there after last game for sure.
And now McGoat getting run at by this Phoenix Hawk, but he's got plenty of backup around here.
Yep.
Vapor Eagle trying to do something in the back with his ATMs, but I imagine Charlemagne will just get inside minimum range. And
he's inside minimum range, and the ATMs could unfortunately not do much there at all. And he goes down. And Matt is still alive. Hang on, has he got any weapons?
Yeah, he's
got all his weapons. Okay.
Yeah, he's got all of them, but I guess they decided
5 medium pulse and 1 ER small. That's an interesting build. Must be for an extra heatsink or something, because normally the build for that is 6 medium pulse, I believe.
Yeah, it's probably definitely got to be that. Maybe a little extra speed. Not really sure.
Maybe not sure what the decision was there, but there we go. Celoth goes down. EMP wins 8 kills to 1.
Yep, 8 kills to 1. They got Celoth, so it's a moral victory.
Yes, it's definitely a moral victory.
He wasn't getting away this time.
Celoth YOLO'd in against the Annie and then ran away rather than go and sniff his bum a bit. And they got deleted. Got absolutely deleted. He quite literally dropped about 40% in a single shot then, I think. Yeah. Run through some damage numbers.
Pretty solid damage just all around. EMP, no one really standing out too much. Bowser, 592 top damage in that gargoyle, so judge, whatever. I guess that's the new meta, folks. You saw it here first. Clan Crossfire, most of their team, they only had 1 double D, so there's that, and that was the Commando. I think he fought a little too hard for Theta when he was taking so much fire, not just from Cells, but from a bunch of other mechs. Nikuro doing 305 in the Vapor Eagle 3, but I don't know, it didn't seem like, I don't know, they got holed up behind Radio Tower so quick, and they didn't ever try and spread northward to stop the complete envelopment.
Yep.
It was a rough match.
It was definitely a rough game there for CrossFit. Now, I need to boot everybody because we're off for another round of switching teams and everything. Have a look. Do you want to do a little bit of map strat while I do some lobby business?
I've already started.
Oh, you've already started? Oh, well, that's good. Excellent.
I'm a drawer. I'm not very good at drawing. I can draw. All right, so basically EMP, there wasn't much action right off the bat, and I guess EMP must have seen pretty early that CrossFit didn't really contest Delta 5 at all or Echo 5, and they only really had the one dragon, holding that corner, while the rest of them kind of balled up behind Radio Tower over here, and they had the Annie. He was just kind of, holding the strong position kind of right out in the open for a little bit. But as soon as South kind of managed to get the commando off of Theta. The rest of EMP was moving southwards, and they held the corner for a little bit. But at some point, Stimrog, he got blood in his eyes, and the rest of their team, they moved up. They murked that poor dragon so quickly. Poor dragon, I don't know if he wanted to be there, and it was like a good position to have eyes on, but he needed to get out of there quicker. He needed to basically run all the way across this bridge, but he didn't. He died, and then Stimrog and Charlemagne were playing with fire, just kind of hopping up and down this ridge while the rest of the EMP.
Stimrog only did like 100 and something damage because he got shaved in half in that fight. He got shot in the back by someone and took his rear torso clean off. So Shotgun Jenner ain't that cool running as it is, let alone with some problems.
Yeah, it's a 72 alpha if you're running like the full sixes. So
yeah,
that's about 2 alphas.
Very, very hot little mech.
Yeah. But that's kind of the point of that thing, right? You nuke one mech and then you kind of fall back and cool down and
pretty much
dive bomb back in. But anyways, eventually, CrossFit, they had their Annie out here, but he just was not able to hold that position against all the EMP mechs that were kind of spread out along this ridge. He just took a ton of damage, and eventually, he dropped, and that was kind of a game over for him. There's not really much else he can do from there. And EMP just slowly surrounded him. Eventually, the rest of their mechs kind of crossed over and just put the nail in the coffin.
Alrighty. Well, we got the other dudes in the lobbies here. They're not mucking around, so I'm going to send them the map.
GNX bringing 11 players.
Yeah, I know.
I assume they're going to drop some out.
Looks like GNX bring their entire unit here for the map ban stage. Guess they're keen to. Guess they're keen to support their team or something. I'll send you the map as well. Just hold on there, mate, and so we can all have a little bit of a look-see as well. Need to CrossFit are on team 1 first, so they get the first vote. Excellent. Let's go to map ban. Okay. Off we go then. I don't know who's going to be doing what. I don't know. No idea what's coming this round. I mean, CrossFit picked Alpine Peaks last first, so I don't know what's coming this way. I truly have no idea what's going to happen now. After seeing that, I'm entirely not sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know, we're just waiting, right?
I don't know what maps either of these teams prefer. I mean, I thought CrossFit was, I don't know, I guess Canyon Network seemed more like their cup of tea to me, but they liked Alpine, so.
Yep.
Who knows? I want to see Mining. Mining is one of my favorite maps, but at the same time, I mostly play Summoners, so. Might be a little biased.
Yeah, man, nothing wrong with a bit of bias. Man, who says casters can't be bloody a little bit biased now and again? I say, I'm all for it.
I just love jumping up and down on buildings. Shadowhawk was my favorite mech for a long time, but no, rip me. No Mining. Going back to Canyon, Alpine, and Tourmaline. I don't know what it is about these maps.
Kenyon's first, so we got Kenyon first up this time around, though. Okay. Kenyon first. CXF's pick. Now we wait. You know what? Next week I'm going to get elevator music queued up and ready, so we can just. Oh, there we go. Bang and bang. Okay, right. So Tourmaline dropped 2. And now they pick the sides. Who's going to start on which team?
Will we get another of one team is team 1 every match? Every
Possibly.
game?
I mean, that's how it's gone so far tonight, hasn't it? The K-Coms are all on team 1 and CrossFit's are all on team 1. So, oh, look at that. CrossFit on team 1 again on Canyon. All right. It's coming, dude. It's coming.
Just cross your fingers.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what we win. I don't think we win anything, but.
Oh, no, yeah, I know. The casters, we miss out on all the love, but that's what happens.
What does GNX want? taking their time though, so they must be deliberating.
There's a lot of deliberating going on. Oh no, we're swapping. Okay. GNX is going to be team 1 on drop 2. And drop 3, what are we going to have here? Ooh, okay, GNX on team 1 on drop number 3 on Alpine. Okay then. Okay, let me let these guys know. Start the timer. Let's get going.
All right. Maybe GNX already has like all their pilots like in the right lances. They just have to drop, you know, the 3, and that's going to be their. I don't know.
Maybe.
Nope. 2 people have already been kicked. What will CrossFit do?
CrossFit, they're team 1. Let me have a look.
They haven't. So CrossFit's they've done some weird things. Like they haven't kind of fully committed to like pushing. Like they're not bringing like full DACA decks, right? But they're also not playing just
Not
like
yet.
kind of your typical pure trade games.
Not
So I
yet.
wonder if they'll keep doing what they're doing or if they'll try something different.
I mean, they did have the AC2 Annie, right? So, I mean, that's a lot of DACA, but not necessarily like push DACA.
Yeah, it's not like push deck. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, if you've got the right backup, I'm sure you can just kind of sweep around a corner slowly.
Yep.
Teammates are kind of pushing with you, but
That's
definitely
true.
not.
But
Like,
still, you
get up in your
the
face,
Annie, you
Ultra
ain't,
10s and Ultra 5s.
You ain't going nowhere quickly. You
Yeah,
know?
maybe I should just like crawl around the
Oh
corner.
yeah. A slow wander around the corner, perhaps. But I mean, I would pick Crossfires to probably be the better shooters out of these 2 teams. So, do they maybe now sort of switch it up a little bit, and go more sort of rangy rather than where we did see last game? You know, it's Paper Eagles. Geez, what else did they have last game? They had the UAC2 Dragon, stuff like that. Maybe they changed their mix up a little bit. Maybe
Did they use that UAC2 Dragon every game?
They did, yeah. The 2 games, yeah. It was on Alpine too. So, or maybe next level strats, right? That except for not letting their hand be shown how they really want to play Canyon against
they're
the
baiting ghosts, right? Maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
Maybe they got something planned.
If either team pushes, though, I would expect GNX. Like they're the FP team, right? They're used to pushing. And
yeah, they do more sort of more brawly sort of stuff with
on.
that very important Isengrim training that they've had. So.
I suppose if you're going to learn to brawl, Isengrim's not exactly a bad team to teach you.
Definitely not the worst team in the world, that's for sure. So we'll wait and see what happens here. Got 2.5, nearly 3 minutes on the. Oh, okay, they're clocked.
They're
locked, I mean,
already up and locked. You know, that's another thing. Do you just like have your strats like planned super early, just lock immediately?
Yeah, I mean, I think
opponents have less time to think.
If you're going to be team 1, you pick the map and you pick the side. You know what I mean? Like you got a plan coming. You know, you already come into this with a set idea. So, and again, their tonnage players are in the Charlie Lancers this time. All of them, actually, I think. So, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Not entirely sure here. What I'll do is I'll flick over to some maps, Strat, and we can maybe do what we might see with maybe a more aggressive move here, because their GNX look more set up in Bravo and Charlie. Like, all of them.
Yeah. They're not locked yet, but they have moved people, so... I mean, if you're pushing if you're going Bravo or Charlie, like, I have to imagine you're going FC corner, maybe you send some guys up here. I suppose if you all have jump jets, you could, do an even more aggressive kind of run straight that way, but
oh yeah,
it's
could do that.
It's hard to do that unless you're like running executioners or something, because most assaults just don't have the oomph to get up the side of these canyons very easily or very quickly.
That is very, very true. And without further ado, we're into it. The GNX coming in with a pretty set plan here. I have Bravo Charlie heavy, as we said. Expecting push. Feeling that's what's coming. I feel like that's what's coming. Are you ready for it?
Be our first full brawl of the night if it does happen.
Ooh.
Or I guess I don't know. We had Daka push earlier, but I don't think of Daka push so much as brawl.
Oh no, I'm seeing ER peeps on the GNX side here. A quick look at the mechs before they appear. We've got an IV4. Again, I really don't like this mech. A lot of Daka. Grasshopper with ER larges by the look of it. And Slipnir with UAC 10 and UAC 5.
Whoa.
Okay.
Somebody just dumped a whole chest of Primes goodies into our chat. Thank you, whoever did that.
Oh, yeah. Chat's going crazy. What the hell? Shit. Right.
Shout
Team 1, what do we have? That. What do we got? What do we got going on over here?
Team
1.
Look
at that. Basically haven't changed much.
Annie 2A, a Battlemaster 2C, a Roughneck 1B. What's a Roughneck? Oh, that's Merms.
2
okay.
MRM 40s on a Roughneck 1B. Now, I feel like that's got to be excelled because that's a lot of weapon.
It is a 65 tonner. I don't know. You can fit it on.
That's what I mean. It's a 65 tonner. It's really it's not like a Thanatos, which is what 75 tons, where you can do 2 MRM 40s comfortably. But
GNX, I don't know, they're doing a little weird. Looks like they might be trade. They just didn't put
mixture here for GNX. So we got a Commando, Vulcan, again Annie, the AC2s, right? From Captain Cat. Just having a look at here. Yeah, Battlemaster 2C again with ER larges from Stillwater here. There is a little bit of a punch up going on here at Theta. We do have Spheroid here in the back with the Urban Mech, who is going to get absolutely deleted here. He's 2 medium pulse and 3 medium lasers. I'm guessing that must be LFE or something. That's a very strange build for a K9, to be honest.
Extra heat sinks, I guess.
Maybe extra heat sinks, yeah. But I mean, the burn times don't line up, and nor do the range.
They could easily dive those two.
Spheroid just... He's taking all the ATMs. He's down to 65% already, and we haven't really done anything yet in the game.
GNX is pushing up pretty far on the corner here. Bad Wolf very aggressive in his quick draw IV4. Not Annie and Battlemaster though, just still sitting
Simple
in the
UKO. UKO is getting hurt here. Already his arm taken off. Oh, the Commando for Knives is in the fray, shooting everyone in the ass, and they're all going, oh my god, I'm getting shot everywhere. Captain Cat finishes off Bad Wolf, who turned around to shoot the Commando, and then got absolutely shredded. Got his back absolutely mauled there by Captain Cat and Stillwater. Simple Yukio is about to be taken out here by Captain Cat. Not sure Captain Cat, but CrossFit, Captain Cat's team. MRM 40s from Matt here, shredding him apart. We've got the lights for GNX on the right-hand side, trying to do a little bit of a flank and chase Fayek, but I'm not sure that's working out overtly well here, because Knives in the Commando is really causing problems. GNX kind of need to bring their mechs back to help, you know?
Yeah, and this Roughneck, he's just blasting these assaults. MRM40's not the best against small mechs, but when you get him on an assault,
a big fat blood asp, no worries, you know? The MRM at nearly, it's got to be less than 100 meters, right? Not doing too bad at all. Huey the Great goes down from Fayek, and so Crossfire are they're kind of strung out a little bit here, but it kind of doesn't matter because they've got enough mechs killed. And again, the Commando, he's just shooting everybody in the ass today. Wow, I mean, he got Reckless down, I think, the other drop too, so... And Spheroid comes in, he's only got like 54% left, eating near on, I think, what was it, early on? A good 30-40% from ATM to the very start of the game here. One touch on the CT. It gets finished off. And ER PPCs and 4 ER medium lasers for Shade on the Hunchback 2C. That is very hot there.
So hot.
Oh, yeah.
And this Commando just making fun of his own mobility.
Yep, the Commando, the
unkillable sync Hunchback.
Well, in less than 3 minutes, we've had an 8-0 from CrossFit. Holy shit. Maybe they were a little bit annoyed after those drops against EMP, and they said, we're going to come out and make a statement.
Yeah, they're angry.
Did they ever? Holy shit. Okay.
Looking at this damage.
What do we have?
687 from the Vapor Eagle 3 out of Nicaro. I guess that's the 4 or 3 ATM 12 Vapor Eagle doing a ton of damage.
Yep.
Captain Cat pulling a respectable 629 that Annihilator just kind of walked around the edge of the map.
He just went the full wide lap of the map and just kept blasting AC2s at everybody. Crazy.
Yeah. GNX, I mean, Bloodasp did reasonable 343. You know, the Grasshopper, that's the hero Grasshopper, right? I don't see that.
Yeah, Mjolnir. He's got a little bit more armor, I think, on the arms. Yeah. But the trade-off you make, I think, for that one from memory is all the weapons are in the arms and stuff. So it kind of sucks a bit from a trading perspective from memory.
And that poor Irby, man, he just got blasted by ATMs and couldn't safely do anything.
Yeah, very out of position early, and just got ATM twice, 2 ATM 12s. Actually, to be honest, I'm surprised it didn't kill the Irby. He was having a good old look at the ATMs coming flying in at him, but wow. I'm going to flick straight to the map strat, because I don't think these teams are going to take overly long. Run us through what happened there. That was very quick, very savage.
GNX, I don't really understand their positioning, but they sent some lights around a Theta who just got blasted, and they send most of the rest of their force up to this pillar. And they did work up like Bad Wolf and his quick draw and some other guys there started poking up in Delta 5, but they didn't have too much support. And then the Commando just YOLO'd in there, somehow surviving because it's a Commando, I guess. And
yep. That's what Commandos do, right? They live forever.
Bad Wolf killed because Bad Wolf turned around and just got blasted from behind. And
yeah, he got absolutely hammered. But Captain Cat were ready for that, you know. They must obviously they were. Oh, I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna do it. Get ready, boys. YOLO time. And then bad things happened to the poor Bad Wolf there, and he got absolutely torn up with AC2s and ER large.
Yeah, there's kind of just fighting going on pretty much everywhere on this corner of the map or 2/3 of the map, and eventually just everything kind of collapsed on GNX, and they had too many mechs just sitting right on this pillar that they couldn't really do much without too many angles shooting in on too few angles shooting out. And, you know,
if you're gonna summarize it,
look at one pillar.
Mate, if you're gonna summarize it, that would be it. The CrossFit just had all the angles, and GNX just didn't have enough at all to make it work. I think some of the builds too could probably use a little bit of work from GNX there. I mean, you know, like that Hunchback 2C with ER mediums is so hot. Like, I don't mind running some hot builds, and I know, you know, even like someone like Jay-Z wouldn't run something like that, I don't think. And he loves running at 110% for like 7 minutes and having no structure left at the end of his matches. But
I don't really understand the mixing ER meads. Like, if you want something for like close range that's more heat efficient, I don't know, do something else.
Yeah, I think ER smalls is normally the way to go there.
ER smalls.
Yeah, mediums
like heavy smalls.
Yeah, I mean, ER mediums are taking so many nerfs and stuff. You know, they're just a really, really hot weapon now. I mean, on their own, you know, say like a laser bomb or something, where you've got 20 double heat sinks. Yeah, sweet. It's not too bad, but you're giving up to go what ER mediums you're giving up 2 heat sinks over ER smalls. So that's significant.
They like anti-synergize with what you want to be doing with PPCs too. Like there are long burns where with a PPC mech you want to be jumping in and out real quick.
Yep.
But I don't know. The Commando is just
the Commando, man. The Commando, man of the match.
He just dived in there. And
man of the match, man. He got, you know, he turned a couple of mechs around, and the IV4 and what's he called? The Flipnia. Turned them both around. They took so much extra damage because of it. Yeah, definitely man of the match. Little Commando boy. Well, now we're on to Tourmaline Desert. I want to do some quick drawing because the guys are starting to set up in their Lancers now. For Team 1. So, interesting choices here, actually. Really interesting choices.
They're not locked yet, so they could still change it. Heavy Charlie.
I wouldn't say too much more.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're going Capstrat.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's weird, really weird to split Alpha Charlie that hard.
Yeah, Alpha Charlie odd
something
split
like that.
Yeah.
Like you send like, what is it? What's the typical cap strat? You stick guys like here, like a heavy guy, and you send a light here, and you send a light here, and then you send like a lance of like 4 mechs to Kappa that just kind of run up and down here, and you hope that Team 2 doesn't...
Oh no, they've all moved to Alpha Bravo. Looks like. Oh,
okay.
The last second movement.
They're locked too, so...
Okay. This is developing. This is a developing story here.
Is this another push? Do they?
I was about to say, are we gonna see a repeat of SA versus who the hell was it? KCOM.
I mean, you could do it. You just got to do it better than... Was it KCOM that tried it first? And I mean, I don't know. CXF, they've got to be thinking something's up right now. I don't know. Do you want to have 4 guys in Alpha? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure what, but it feels like a push. I mean,
if you got an Annie with AC2s just standing on that hill, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, if these guys are bringing Daka. Oh, hang on. Oh,
they're just gonna duke it out.
Hang on. I'm gonna flick back to the lobby very quickly, so everyone at home can see what we're seeing. Heavy Alpha Bravo here for GNX, right? And so far, unless something drastically changes here, it is heavy Alpha Bravo. For CrossFit, this could just be a 2-minute juke, as we have seen many times with Alpha Bravo to Alpha Bravo. It's like a 2-minute match. It's just full Daka abuse from everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This could be it. You know what? I love these games because they're super intense and they don't last very long, but they're fucking impossible to call because there's just so much going on. You can't do it. You can't call 7 things at once. The mouth doesn't move that fast. Oh dear. Now, CrossFit have got 4 minutes to go here. What I'll do quickly is I'll do a little giveaway. Oh my god. Oh, not the map band. I'm going to give away a mech bay to anyone that's looking. Let's load that up here. Pretty certain I got time to get away with this. Be a little sneaky giveaway. Everyone loves a sneaky giveaway. Let's do it. And the winner is XXX Vino XXX. I am guessing you like to hug Vino. Where that comes from. So send me a message on Twitch, mate. Just call me Ash. Very easy to find. And in the meantime, boys and girls, the very last look at what we're about to launch into. It is Alpha Bravo to Alpha Bravo.
Alright, your strat
it's coming, man.
Receiving the Team 1 push worked. We'll see if my strat of receiving the Team 1 push worked.
Oh, it's coming. It is coming. Oh, wow. I hope we see Direwolf. I hope we see Direwolf here. Seriously, legit, hope we see Direwolf.
Mauler first release, like the AC5s were crazy.
Yeah.
So people used to do back then is just be like, oh, well, we're going to walk at you from our spawn because of these crazy AC5s we got. But they could, they could just kind of trade. You could, maybe they just don't want anyone in Charlie on either team.
I don't man. Come on, man. Hype it up. That's not going to happen. We're just going to see an all-out Daka brawl. You serious?
I've looked at the mechs already.
Oh, really? I haven't
I won't
yet.
say anymore.
I'm waiting for him to load in. Come on, fall from the sky. I don't want to get spectator bugged, so I'm trying not to click on him first. I'm trying to be patient here. It's killing me. Kintaro, Black Widow, Cyclops, Blood Asp, IV4. Why do people keep bringing this mech? I think it's really bad. Hunchback 2CA, Commando and Vulcan. What's on Hunchback 2CA? And CrossFit is Virago, MX90, Jagermech, Annie. Oh, all AC2s. Oh yeah, boy. It's on.
They're already laying it down.
It's already on. All the AC2s from CrossFit are already coming in. But GNX bail out. They're like, holy shit.
We don't have any answers.
We're out. We don't know what to do now. Oh dear. They're out.
Oh shit.
They've already stopped.
Well, maybe they're going to cut through Theta?
Oh, well, I got the Hunchback 2CA with ER Peeps and mediums on this map. Oh my god, that's hot. Okay, so I'm watching. Nothing happening yet. Oh, yeah. Simple Yukio sticks his head up and says, "Oh, hello, AC2s. Would you like to shoot
me in the face?" But the rest of GNX is here now.
Oh, so GNX are YOLOing.
Push as a group.
Oh, they're going to push as a group into AC2s at 800 meters with Dakar, UAC Dakar. This is not ideal here. Good focus fire so far, I think, from CrossFit. A Commando, look at that! Miniman Knives is back in the boys. He's in there with the Commando already, absolutely causing havoc. Yukio goes down. Absolutely excellent focus fire there from CrossFit. Oh look, it's Commando Mano e Commando. Commando e Commando almost there.
But he's completely stopped their push just by himself.
He's pushed there and pushed entirely. GNX have turned around. All of them have turned around, half of them, to try and stop the Commando, when all they need to worry about is the Golden Boy with streaks to go back and sort the Commando out. No one else needs to stop the push. But they've stalled here. This is not ideal at all for GNX. That said, we can't say that Six haven't got it away scot-free there, because Stillwater's gone down. Matmo is here is torsoed in the ER larges. And 4 Ultra 2s for Jagermech is also hurt. It's almost like and Captain Cat as well.
He's got all his weapons in the but he's
it's almost like GNX's stalled push here might actually cost them the game, because I think they've nearly got the advantage here.
Yeah, and now they're having to deal with the GNX Commando. He's down in the pit. He can't really get out, but they got to worry about him coming.
I don't know who's winning I don't know who's actually winning the money here. But Fayek here in the Assassin is on the back of Coyote. He's getting shot in the butt, so he's turned 2 of the GNX mechs around. Or 3 now of the GNX mechs have turned around. Hotwater gets
and now he's dead.
Hotwater gets Coyote down. We got Matt here trying to finish off the Golden Boy. Bad Wolf gets him down. The streaks pulling him off eventually. This is a very sloppy Alpha Bravo match. The Koru gets Huey down.
29% still in their backs.
Samuli gonna go down. And I think Captain Cat is somehow still alive. Spheroid gets Hotwater down though. It's anyone's game still right now. It truly is anyone's game.
It's 3 kills each. Like,
dude, there's 2 fights going on at once here. I don't know what to look at. I don't know what to watch. Nakoru's getting hunted now by the Streak Kentaro here. Knives is coming back for more. He's not done yet. Bad Wolf gets Nakoru down. But the Samuli gonna shoot Captain Cat here. Oh, yeah. This is crazy. Samuli gets down Captain Cat. Bad Wolf gets.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry, Knives gets Bad Wolf. What the fuck's going on? That's ridiculous. Fayek gets somebody else down there.
Spheroid is gonna carry this as long as his Commando doesn't run out of ammo.
I think it's up to the Assassin here. Spheroid, it's up to Spheroid.
Oh, he's medium pulse lasers.
Spheroid gets the
Commando.
Spheroid's
got this.
Yeah, Commando gets Commando. Fayek, is he going to be able to take down Samuli here? Samuli's still alive. I don't know how he's still alive here. Look at the damage here.
He has no armor.
He's dead now. He's dead. No armor anywhere. Now, Spheroid oh no, it's 2v1 now. Oh, this is not going to go well for,
and he's almost legged too. Left leg's open, left torso open.
Yep, GNX pull it off. Oh, Knives in the Commando, unable to sufficiently stop the push, and CXF almost taking a little bit too much damage on the GNX approach there somehow. I feel like maybe the Hellbringer wasn't the best choice, maybe some more Dakar they needed. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting mad lag again. What's going on here? Crazy. And there we go. And GNX finish it off.
I gotta go grab a cap or 2, I guess. But
yeah,
this will be over
run over
in favor of...
Run over to Epsilon here. Should be... Oh no, they got a decap Theta actually as well. Well, there you go. I can update the scoreboard. That was fast and furious.
Just hilarious, honestly. Put those Commandos just like... No F's given.
No, both Commandos just full YOLO. You know why? Because you can't kill a Commando, so you might as well send one in, right? Send it in against 17 mechs. Right. Doesn't matter. Commando will still live. It doesn't matter. And once I decap Theta here, we should be good to... I have to look at the damage numbers. This is going to be interesting to see here. There we go.
This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alrighty, damage numbers. What the, ooh. Ooh, okay. Wow.
The Golden Boy did a lot of damage. All right, so, I mean, let's see, look. GNX, 600 plus for their Warhammer, Black Widow, the Vulcan, and the Kintaro. I guess they were alive for quite a while. Bloodass, their Cyclops just got nuked. I guess he was the focus when they first came around that corner after they regrouped. Bull BBQ not doing too much in his Vulcan 5T. Maybe he got in there. I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Chat. I have no idea either, man. I have no idea what happened to him, to be honest.
Captain Cat, 600 in his Annihilator doing quite a bit of damage. The Commando Knives, 233, not as much as I would have expected, but, you know, he did his job just by stalling that push for so long, just all by himself.
And against a street Golden Boy, too. You know what I mean? Like, the Commando, absolutely unkillable. Like, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just such a crazy match because I thought for sure CXF had it after they, first, stopped them from coming immediately. But then GNX, they did a good job of regrouping and pushing, and they did basically sacrifice their Cyclops to get across. But once they got across and like kind of into their optimal range, they started turning it back in their favor pretty quickly.
I've got a massive grin on my face. Not that you can see it right now, but I'm gonna let you draw on the map strat. Because it's just... How do you draw this? There was 3 fights going on there for basically half of that match. Like, there was 3 individual brawls going on with 2 mechs each. And, good Moses.
It's like, there's a fight here. There's kind of a fight here. There's kind of a fight here. And then, just weird stuff started happening. And, like, the Commandos, they came back around. Oh, wrong drawing tool. Commandos that came back around, they jumped down into this pit, they went back and forth. We ended up ending the match in this pit, which never sees any action.
Yeah, there was 2 pit fights. There was 2 pit fights there. It was like in the octagon almost. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Knives' Commando, he turned so many mechs around on their push.
I'm dead set surprised.
4 or 5 mechs.
Just GNX.
It was only the Blood Asp and the Quick Draw that kept going. And
I don't know. What I'm confused about, so I'm just watching the replay now. I mean, I'm not sure just how CrossFit took so much damage when the GNX guys pushed across, especially when the Commando turned them all around. It must have been airstrikes or something. I don't know.
I think the Blood Asp just did a real good job of trading once he got up into this position. I think that's I did see him putting a lot of fire down. He did eventually kind of just NSR to go for a kill, which I'm not sure I agree with, but it seemed like he put in a lot of work. I have to look back at the damage screen again, but
I almost reckon like saying the CXF should maybe not have brought the Hellbringer and just gone just invest all DACA, and just that might have been the difference in the added DPS there perhaps. Maybe like a Black Widow or something, or even maybe even something with like a Gauss hammer or something could have made quite a difference. I mean, a dual Gauss to a CT, bang bang, or even a Nike perhaps pop some tonnage out.
Yeah,
could have been really advantageous.
The other thing that might have been better is to maybe CXF, rather than just sending the Commando, try and get their Vulcans and stuff to work more with him, kind of around Theta. I know, the Commando, you can't really follow him in there with a Vulcan.
Oh no!
But if you can use his aggro as some cover to start working, kind of up around stage and around here, maybe that would have helped them out a lot. It seemed like for a while, even though they had the Commando causing that big distraction, a lot of CXF was still just kind of sitting around up in Echo 3, Echo 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. That coming around the back of Theta with one of those Vulcans might have just been enough to keep GNX turned a little bit longer, perhaps, to make more of a difference. But Knives diving in there with the Commando, crazy stuff. But CXF just not quite able to capitalize on that, and crazy. A lot of dead mechs.
That was a fun match to watch.
That was good. I love just point blank aggression. That's it always brings the Always brings the entertainment to the old yard.
And it was a long fight too. Like
yeah, it was nearly a 5-minute game. 5-minute game nearly. I mean, that's a long Alpha Bravo. I mean, normally it's 2.5 minutes tops, maybe 3, right? And the game's decided, but there was 3 little fights going on everywhere, all over the map and shit. And mate,
usually you expect like either team 1 like they make it to the hill, and then they just win, or they just get killed on the way there. That didn't really happen. They lost the Cyclops, but that was really it.
Almost even maybe a Direwolf maybe there with the 8 AC2s, like ultimate Dakar power maybe might have been an option there on the CXF side perhaps. I mean, the Annie does have a buttload better armor and all that sort of stuff.
Way better hitboxes, but
yeah, well, that's true as well. But yeah, interesting, crazy fight there. Cat was going crazy when the Commando was was diving in there, and I mean, as you would. I mean, but he lived though, like a streak volley. I remember a streak volley chasing that Commando, hitting it. Doesn't matter. Commando's just like, I'll brush it off. Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm going to lose 20%, but I'm not dying.
Piranha.
Piranha instantly dead, right? Piranha delete, no problem. Right now, where are we at?
Now we're on to Alpine though.
Where are we at with the timer here? These guys need to sort their shit out and get locked in. Around about 2 minutes to go now. At the end of this, guys, don't forget we will do a couple more giveaways. Got some GSP sitting there. Look, maybe another mech bay. Yeah, maybe a mech bay as well. Maybe some MC too. Yeah, maybe some MC as well. Why not? So stick around. We will definitely do another draw after this drop is done. These guys hopefully lock in soon. Obviously having a little bit of a debate in the GNX ranks.
Surely,
what do we do?
Surely they've been watching and aren't gonna go Alpha Lance up to the hill. Surely.
You'd think not, right? But
surely
not, right? But
don't do this, chat. Don't.
It's not out of the. Oh, they're moving even more mechs into Alpha Lance.
Oh no.
It's bad.
I mean, maybe they're gonna brawl rush. Maybe they're gonna not do what KCOM did. Hopefully
not. That didn't go too.
They're sorting. Okay.
Oh no, they're moving everyone around. Yep. Okay. Whew. Panic averted, because that would have been a crisis of very big proportions.
It's only been like 2 hours, guys. It didn't work then. It's not going to work now. There have been no patches.
There has been some mystical balance patch and map change in the last 2 hours that we have to worry about. McWarrior's in maintenance mode, so we don't have to worry about that for the next 6 months, right?
Rip. Alright, so they've got Spheroid in Alpha. He was their commando pilot. I'm gonna assume he's probably in a commando again. Yeah, he's probably gonna go grab Gamma off the start.
There's gonna be a Gamma fight, but looking at the Lances though, if we get Alpha Lance here from 2 CrossFit players, we could see an early fight at Gamma. We haven't really seen it yet, which still surprises me. That no teams have really capitalized yet on. They've only said 1 mech each or something to Gamma, rather than try and get that early game gank and kill out at Gamma. I mean, you do that, you've got the map control, then you've got the game fairly well in your hand. But hang on a minute.
Looks like Team 2 is ready. Team 1 says they're locked, but they're not actually all ready. Come on, guys. But yeah,
I mean, know that they do need to stay all readied up, otherwise it is a violation. You cannot alter anything after that. All right, let's go. Last drop of the day.
I don't know. I think with good scouting, there never should really be a fight again. I don't know. My rule of thumb when piloting is never take a fight. Because never take a fair fight when I'm in a light mech. And so if I've done my scouting right, I never take a fair fight. And if it's 2v1, I just don't don't even bother. Don't.
No, you
don't
can't.
try,
I
don't
mean,
think
you
about it.
shouldn't either. I mean, that's losing a
Yeah.
light early in any conquest match, especially competitive, is extremely extremely important.
And on this map especially, this map like always comes down to caps, no matter how many people die. But we'll see.
Okay, I hear some music. That means mechs are arriving from the space. Wherever they come from, I don't really know, but...
I'll head over to Crossfire and get a look at their
Hey, we've got a
mechs.
Blackjack Commando, Vapor Eagle A, Hunchback 2CA, Supernova C, Battlemaster 1G, Virago, and a Jester for GNX. Hunchback's on the Vapor Eagle
Crossfire
A.
has
LB20 and SRMs on the Vapor Eagle. Oh, okay.
okay.
That's
Got some sort of brawl
That's
capability. I'm
interesting
not really sure where he's going with that.
Jester
it's not
has
that
2
fast.
ERPPCs only. That's I feel like that's incredibly undergunned. Actually, that's you can fit that on like a 45-ton mech.
Yeah, I mean, usually you see those things running like 4 or 5 ER larges.
Yeah, 5 ER large, or you can fit 4 ERPPCs on the Jester, and it's a very tanky mech. Oh, not the Jester, but on the K2, very tanky mech. Or even 3 ER peeps if you want some super DPS. So taking early. No, you know what? Crossfire just like, no, we don't want to buy Gamma at all. Any 1P here, 5 ER large. Roughneck 3A, what's on that? 4 ER large, Farago, yeah, ER large
that's
as
the
well.
super high mounted roughneck.
Yep.
It's pretty solid, but it doesn't have any range.
Look at this. Barbecue is trying to cap, but doesn't quite know that he's got to stand behind the barrel, and wasn't capping it for nearly 5 seconds while he was standing there. That's a lot of time wasted where it's letting GNX now get into a position where they can start shooting at him. He just manages to nib it. Knives again in the Commando, playing with death and fire, standing right next to the entire GNX team here. Good lord. Got balls of steel, this man. Is he crazy
put up
or
a
is
UAV
he...
too, so they should know he's there.
Yeah, they know someone's there. They have to. Oh, dear me.
I don't think that's a
War
worth
God
UAV.
wants to have a little bit of
You
it.
already know they're there anyways.
They're all looking at the UAV and they finally shoot it down now, but... Oh, dear. Oh, Knives. Oh, dear. Pokes up and slaps Carbon. He goes, oh, hello, baby. Hello. I'm going to run away now. What an annoying little shit he is today. Oh, wow.
I appreciate
That's pretty funny,
his
actually.
balls.
Nakoru here, he's trading on his own right now. The other guys in his team aren't really poking too heavy. Oh, dear. Oh, Spheroid trying to jump onto Kappa, and as we know, you don't do that. That's a very big no-no. You have so much crossfire from man CrossFit.
And they even have hot water up here in his summoner.
Yeah, he's just sitting here.
That's danger close, especially now that they're moving towards them with the Vapor Eagle and the Hunchback TCA.
Oh dear. Oh well, they know.
He's there.
They know. Hang on, Hot Water doesn't do something about this. He knows. I mean, he's got to know. His teammates have been shooting him. Oh, Hot Water's he's on the run. He's good. The Commando, Knives Commando, Knives Commando. Oh, look, he's getting on in the open ground as well. Oh, this is not very smart, Knives at all. But you know, seems to be what he does.
Whatever.
He's crazy. He's running in like a madman there. Not. I guess he stalled the push.
I guess he stalled him a little bit.
Yeah, but
I
mean, he was taking fire from the hill here from Bad Wolf and Huey. You know, like he's taking not a lot of damage, but more than he should. Now they're running around the mountain here. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
I'm not sure they want to do that. There's so much space there. They can't chase the summoner anymore.
No, they can't possibly do this. And Spheroid's diving back onto to Kappa again. This is going to end so badly for him now. He is definitely going to die this time. I'm almost certain of it. He's just about legged now because of that. Yeah, you really can't do that. That's just too risky, to be honest. Kappa is just such an open area.
And now Barbecue has showed up in his Vulcan to just
Javelin's
start
here
away
too. Javelin's here as well.
mechs.
They're all here. There is a UAV as well for Crossfire sitting up here. So if anyone moves any further forward, they're going to know about it. Barbecue's taking some shots from up high. Oh, there's an airstrike up here on the Jester. No, it's not going to hit him. A little bit too far away. Still 3 cap in favor of Crossfire here. Now they have over 100 caps lead. There's no one moving to Sigma yet, although they're... Oh, hang on. Spheroid now is running all the way around the back and gets
But
legged,
Knives is there.
instantly legged. As soon as he walks into the open, look, that Knives Commando is just like, Commando fired again, huh? And Knives gets the Commando down. There we go. That's a big problem. Now we have the Deep Fry here in the Supernova C. He's lost the torso here. I kind of feel like he's been almost trading a little bit alone. And again, Knives with the Commando runs in. Look at him, and he's off the strike right on the entire enemy team here. Deep Fryer down to 60%.
How is he getting away with this?
57%. And Coyote's down to 41%. This Commando is just fucking crazy, mate. He's absolutely crazy. He's absolutely crazy.
Is halved and down to 2 PPCs and an AMS.
And Coyote here in the Vapor Eagle as well. Also eaten all of the strike damage. He's got no rear structure left. That's how many strikes he's eaten. War God here. Open torso as well, not ideal. I feel like, again, these mechs up here, right? Same as we saw with the KCOM game, like Huey and Bad Wolf, really unable to do much. Not exerting much pressure when you're near on, 500 meters away from your team, and then another 1,000 meters away from the enemy. You're doing scratch damage up on that hill there. I feel like they'd be better off, I live over on this side here, and then trying to control Sigma, or at least allowing their guys to get towards Sigma. Coyote's running in now. I mean, the caps are not in their favor now. They have to do something right now, GNX. They know that. The caps are about to start running away from him. He's trying to dive on Theta, but he's going to get Coyote's going to get picked off here by Barbecue or Hot Water, one or the other. Doesn't matter. I suppose it doesn't really matter which, because they both got angles on him. Oh, 3 angles actually. Got Still Water shooting him too. Knives finishes off Deep Fryer. The Commando again. Doing all sorts of causing problems.
Oh my gosh, he's back in.
Commando's in there again, but he's lost the leg this time.
Oh no.
Oh, is he gonna die? No, still not dead. Hang on, is he gonna get away with this? Surely not. Matt Moisa gets War God down. The Knives is Knives actually going to get away with this? Oh no, Huey gets Knives down. Shade is standing in the middle of an airstrike and is down to 61%. CrossFit are just moving up here.
Strike missed Shade. It hit Carbon actually. It was
it hit Carbon, did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now CXF, they just smell blood in the water. They're taking this ridge.
Oh, there's lots of blood in the
water.
You
killed our Commando.
This Commando's blood in the water. That's what it is. But the Commando split plenty of blue blood everywhere from the blue team before he died. So
yeah,
he survives again. Did his job. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, yeah. Shade gets down Fayek though in the Javelin. He picked that same spot a couple of times too many, I think. But now the Caps are starting to really run away. Don't
bother peeking this and let your guys in the back just overwatch you. You don't have to do anything to win this game anymore. Yeah,
the game's basically won. GNX there's just no way to fix this Cap win or Cap lead. It's just a question of who dies or who doesn't at this point. Kills don't matter. In terms of like points for other seasons. So in other comps that have been run, sometimes mechs killed versus mechs alive earn you points, but there's no points to be earned here, so not a major concern to preserve your mechs. Seasons have been decided in previous comps of this actually, but there we go. GG's.
I gotta give Knives. He's MVP of this whole match.
Yep.
Maybe the whole day.
Maybe the day. It's got to be the day. Yeah, got to be. He's got to just give it to him, mate. The day. Got to be the day. Now,
looking at damage.
4, 2, 3.
556 damage. Top damage on his team in the Commando.
Top damage Commando? Get on. Wow, yeah. What is this? Madness. Absolute madness. Top damage.
Unfortunately,
Stillwater doing good work there too, actually. 553. 519 for Nakoru. Spherod doing no damage. That's not good.
That Battlemaster doing, he was at extreme range for most of the match. He still did top damage out of everyone though.
I think he got a lot of those guys on that hill, like the Supernova and stuff, but you can see like Bad Wolf the Jester and stuff, only 171 damage because they were just 1,600 meters away the entire game. Really, really hard to do a lot of work, especially with 2 AR peeps too. Like it's just kind of undergunned, to be honest. A little bit undergunned.
Jester Hop's okay, but it's certainly not like Summoner. Summoner good.
Yep. All right, let's go do a little bit of doodling on a map strat, run a giveaway or two, and we're done for the day.
All right, map strat. Oh my gosh, that was just it was
I
comical.
know.
It was
so much commando. So much.
Yeah. I mean, so CXF did pretty typical strat, right? I mean, except for their commando. They had a summoner positioned a little weird. I don't think you normally want to put a guy up in J7, J8 unless it's like something really fast. He had to book it out of there. Fortunately, like GNX, they had the two guys up here, which were kind of in the perfect spot to stop that summoner, even though you wouldn't normally expect them up there. So then they had, normal guys, I6, I7 taking this ridge. No one, it seemed, really exerted too much pressure over Sigma after the start, or even at the start. Like Spheroid, okay, you can try and take Kappa once, right?
Yep.
But if you get chased off there once, you don't go back.
You're pretty certain they're going to be on you 2 or 3 more times there, and going back to him a couple of times.
Go back to Sigma, and maybe he could have made it if he hadn't eaten so much damage coming back from Kappa the second time, but.
Yeah, well, that opened up the leg and everything, so it was pretty much a foregone conclusion at that point, because when you're running to Sigma, on the way there, he's showing his open leg from memory, so it was just stripped off straight away. I think it was that single ER large volley, took the leg out super quick, so...
Yeah. Neither team, it was a little weird to me, neither team seemed to want to pressure this side at all. Because Sigma's usually the one that ends up getting fought over a lot.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I mean, and again, we did see, that Hotel 7, Hotel 8. It's just not conducive from Team 1 to controlling the map, unless you have mechs sort of in, I guess, like Hotel sort of 4, G4 as well. It's really, really hard because Sigma's so important. Super important is Sigma in most of the games, because you can't do anything about Kappa. You can sometimes do stuff with Epsilon depending on how the game unfolds as Team 2, but it's all about Sigma, and this ridge just
the
doesn't...
only time
doesn't
you ever can take Kappa is if you exert so much pressure on Sigma that the Team 2 has to start rotating guys left towards J3, J4.
But to do that, you've got to throw 3, 4 mechs at Sigma, and that's a lot of investment to get to Sigma, or at least force the enemies away from it, while still not looking at Kappa at all. Kappa is probably
the big thing,
shit for map design in that respect. One team definitely has a solid advantage there.
Big thing for me too is that Vapor ball guy. He just, there's nothing he could do the entire game. Yeah. He tried to kind of get towards Kappa to maybe watch his light, but they're not going to actually come close enough to you that you do anything. And even when he made it to Theta later, the summoner was just kind of playing with him by that point because he was so hurt.
You almost would have been better off dropping the tonnage a little bit, or running streaks or something, a huntsman, anything, just to combat the light even. Might have been a little bit more effective, because really, really hard with, to hit that commando with LBs and SRMs and stuff when it's ducking and diving over hills and running around your legs and all sorts of really, really annoying shit that's what commandos do really well, and Knives, player of the day, without question.
Yep.
Well,
overall, they're fun matches to watch. Yep. 2 matches went to 3 games. So
yep, all the matches, good games, there. Really, really good and good fun overall. So we'll pump into a giveaway or 2 very, very quickly here. What do we got? I don't know why this error keeps popping up all of a sudden. Very annoying. Clear this out. Add some viewers. Fuck my own butt out. Where is it? Okay. Move on. Right. What am I giving away? A mech bay. There we go.
Oh yeah, I'm looking back now. We didn't.
Gork666, you have won yourself a Mech Bay. Please put your hand up in the chat, mate, and send me a message, please, on Twitch. We have also 500 MC to give away. Let's run that one. Oh shit! Commander Rude one, and I know that's a bot. Bloody hell!
Yeah, it's a bot.
Reroll.
#rigged. At least it's not one of Reckless's bots.
It probably is Reckless, let's be honest. I'll rerun it. Let's go again. 500 MC. Doesn't look like a bot this time. It is Bromek. You have on yourself 500 MC. Please send me a message on Twitch and I will get you your 500 MC. And next up we have, what I would say is arguably the best one to give away is 50 GSP. Stop that grind. Instantly skill one of your brand new mechs to 50 points, basically half. What you want. It's the big one. Let's draw it. Oh, it doesn't look like we've got a bot this time. Who's it gonna be? It is... Oh, shit. Oh, you're not gonna believe it. It's a bloody bot! Electrical longboard. I know he's another bot. God damn it!
Yeah, that's another one.
Oh, come on! What is this? Oh, okay, let's do it again. Bloody hell. Unbelievable. And DJ Rago, that can't be a bot. I mean, if it is, just tough shit. I'm not redoing it again. Send me a message on Twitch, please, and I will get you your stuff, which is 50 GSP. Very nice. Well, that round's
pretty good value.
Oh yeah, it's awesome, man. Like 50 GSP, just it saves you grinding like 30, 40, 50 games of skill points. Like it's huge, if you ask me. Massive one. Really important. Way better than 500 MC, I think, because you can get nearly 500 MC every week from the events. GSP, you cannot. So, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Don't forget, you can support the tournament on Matcherino. I will put the link in the chat. So, if you, there are many ways that you can support free. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't cost you any money. If you want, there's just do a couple of follows and Twitter retweets and stuff like that. And you can easily contribute to the prize pool. There are also some other things you can buy on the marketplace. There are some things still up for sale there. There's some training sessions. There's some art, I believe, and some other supporter roles and things you can grab a hold of. Really, really good value, all that stuff. And once we get to $2,500, I am streaming in a tutu, which at the rate we're going with the prize pool, which is now up to $2,200, it's going to be pretty soon. I feel like I need to go and find one during the week, and it's going to be a really awkward discussion with the missus. What the fuck am I have a pink tutu for? But all right, the question that's tomorrow's problem.
I want to post it in our Discord, which everyone's welcome to join. That you should wear it on your chin.
Yeah, Find the tutu for my chin too as well, right? But look, thank you everybody for jumping in. Toaster, thank you for joining me today, mate. Really appreciate it. Kept me awake today. It's been good.
Yeah, it was good to be here. Thanks for having me. It was fun matches to watch and cast.
That was really good games. And again, Knives Commando, player of the day, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, with that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please make sure you hit the follow button. Follows are free, and we'll let you know when we go live again, which will be pretty much next week. Same time, same place, I believe. So until then, guys, see you later.
Bye.